Hey everyone, welcome to the Red Men TV. It's been a few weeks, but we're back with the Watchalong. I'm Steve Hall. Over at the board, we've got Dan Clubb. Up next to me on my left is the birthday boy. Happy birthday to Errol.
What's happening?
Errol coming in on his birthday for the Watchalong. You know what? We've noticed, right? The Reds have been a little bit crap recently. They needed me and you back. This is what they needed.
We have people asking for it on Friday night.
All these, what's been going on with these watch-alongs? Whatever Paul and Chris were doing, me and Chloe had to do one. They needed us. So even on his birthday, Errol's come in. So shout out in the chat for Errol on his birthday.
Thank you.
Can't wait for nothing better, mate. 3 points off the Reds against the Manx on your birthday.
That's all I've wanted all week. Knowing that this game was today, all I've wanted is Liverpool to get the job done, get back to winning ways, and have us feeling proud of this team once again. So yeah, if Liverpool can deliver me 3 massive points on my birthday, I would much appreciate it.
NJ99 might agree an even better present with his comment, or her comment. Errol, the fresh trim is 10 out of 10.
And then it was always this as well, yes!
The hair's
I had to get that done yesterday, so you had the hair. If you get any close-ups on that, Joe, let the people know we are fresh.
Oh, look at that!
The whole thing is
what
fresh.
Mine? Get one shot of mine. And Joe,
there we go, there it is.
I had a fresh shave this morning, though. For you for your birthday. So happy birthday to Errol.
Thank you.
Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna hopefully bring you 3 very, very valuable points that Liverpool definitely need.
In the comments of the age, and it's not 45. The lads in the studio done me dirty the other day.
I can't believe someone thought you were 45.
I can't believe someone said I was 45. I was fuming.
Yeah, you don't need that whatsoever. Thank you very, very much as well to our continual season-long sponsors of oosh.co.uk. If you click the link in the description, you will be taken to the Oosh website where you can win hospitality tickets for Liverpool versus PSV in the Champions League. It only costs $9.99 to buy yourself one of the raffle tickets. However, if you use the promo code REDMEN, you'll get 20% off that. So you'll save a couple of quid on your entry fees as well. So if you fancy getting involved in that one, then do head over to oosh.co.uk. I'm pretty sure while you're over there as well, there is a free competition. They're giving away hospitality tickets, I think, for Liverpool v Palace in the EFL Cup. So you can go and enter that for free as well. That is over on oosh.co.uk. So click the link below, have a little mooch around, get yourself. You might be able to get to Palace as well as the PSV game. So thank you very much to those. And the last message I need to bring you before the team comes out. Dan, can you hold up our glorious new Christmas jumper, please? Yeah, our Champions Christmas jumper is now available for pre-order. So we have to pre-order these because they take so long to make because they are such good quality and they are literally knitted. So we have to get those pre-ordered. I think it's over nearly 35 to 40% have already been pre-ordered. So if you want to get one, redmenmerch.com and get your pre-orders in, or you might miss out. So if you fancy getting one of those for Christmas, one of our Champions 1995-96 inspired Christmas jumpers, then redmenmerch.com is the place to go right there. And that is all the housekeeping. Liverpool's team should be out very, very shortly, if not now. In fact, it is out already. I'm going to give Dan a couple of seconds to check. I think you were spot on in the first place.
No, hang on, there's an additional sub. There's a different sub.
Oh, go on, sorry. Do you want me to read the team out while
Please,
you flip your board?
do that.
So Liverpool's team for the game, then let me just zoom in on there for everybody. Mamardashvili in goal, as we know. Alisson Becker out injured for at least a couple more weeks. A back 4 then. We have got Virgil van Dijk and Ibu Konate in the middle. We've got Milos Kerkez and Conor Bradley at the full-back positions. Into midfield we go then with Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai and Alexis McAllister. And then Mo Salah and Cody Gakpo either side of Alexander Isak up front. A bench of Woodman, Gomez, Vert, Chiesa, Jones, Ekatike, Robertson, Frimpong and Ngumoa. So no Wataru Endo on the bench today for Liverpool. Whether that is injury related or anything, I don't know.
Well, he didn't go on Japan duty because of injury.
He did.
Nobody asked Arno, which is quite sad.
He did miss Japan duty. Dan, I'll come to you first then. It's the same team that got beat at Chelsea. And it's worth mentioning Liverpool's first half performance against Chelsea wasn't exactly amazing. They had chances, but it wasn't brilliant. The manager has stuck at it again. Are you surprised?
Not particularly. No, I'm not. It's obviously an opportunity, is one way of looking at it, for these lads to go out there and put it right, because you rightly say they weren't very good at all in the opening 45 minutes. Liverpool weren't great full stop at Chelsea, let's be perfectly honest about it. But no, it doesn't shock me because, again, he will have sort of drummed it into all these since he got back from international duty. That wasn't to the standard required. That wasn't the level that we need to be playing at in order to go and do and achieve what we want this season. Therefore, get out there and do better will be one of the messages. It's hard to say what we're about to say, given how abject that performance and indeed the entire week was in the build-up to that break. But he has stuck with and therefore reverted to his tried and trusted midfield in particular. Obviously, the absence of Florian Wirtz is a talking point, which I'm sure we'll get into, but that is the midfield that stood him in such good stead and did so well last season. So it's not a huge shock that he's sticking to it a little bit. He does have complete faith in all three of them. So, yeah, it's an interesting selection. It's not a hugely surprising selection. Obviously, it's a shame with likes of Endo absent, but on the whole, in terms of the squad depth, there's a couple that might count themselves unfortunate. Hugo Ekitike certainly amongst them, but it's in and around the side that I would have picked.
Yeah, fair enough. Errol, it's interesting because, you know, I was saying on the build-up show the other day, at some point Arne Slot needs to get Wirtz and Isak into the team, and they have to play. And because that's the future Liverpool, you don't spend £100+ million on two players.
200
100 million each,
of course,
for them not to play. He's decided as a whole back for now. Now it's worth mentioning, Liverpool play 7 games in 3 weeks. This whole squad's going to be needed. They go weekend, midweek, all the time right now up until the international break. So there's a long list of games. Yeah. I just presumed at this point Florian Wirtz would be back in. And it would be right, we're building the team around Wirtz and Isak because that's what we bought them for. He hasn't quite done that yet, and I don't think it's injury or fitness related. So what are your thoughts on Wirtz being on the bench again? I
like in Dan's point there a little bit in terms of obviously that midfield that's, you know, put Slot in good stead so well last season.
Going back to what he knows.
And yeah, a little bit going back to what he knows, but moreover, the fact that Manchester United's midfield has probably been one of the areas that a lot of teams already this season have looked to exploit. Mm-hmm. You know, they try and play with that double pivot. Sometimes it's Casemiro and Bruno, but Bruno doesn't have the most discipline out of, you know, a central midfielder anyway. He wants to venture forward. He wants to be able to be in the final third a lot more. So if he was to not necessarily risk putting Wirtz in there, but if he was to change that, there's a lack of control in that midfield. Whereas one thing is, you could probably say, hopefully, with the fact that those three are starting, obviously McAllister having a little bit of better fortune in international duty, hopefully he can continue that level of form and bring it back to the Premier League. One thing that I'm looking at though from those three is that should be where the battle in midfield is won and lost. If those three can get the better, if Ryan Gravenberch can dictate the play, McAllister can keep the ball ticking over, and Szoboszlai maybe not to the same level in terms of a creative spark, but in terms of that intensity and the level of hard work that he does putting in that press, I just imagine we'll have too much in that midfield department for Manchester United to really do too much with. Hopefully that gives us the chance to overrun them, and then that allows us the ability to then really start to feed into the likes of Isak and hopefully get Salah involved in the game. I do take your point, but at the same time, you know, somebody was going to be on the bench for this game in particular, and I don't mind if it is going to be that midfield three, because I expect us to have too much for Manchester United from the off if that's the case. But I do take your point. Obviously, going forward, we would like to see more of a Wirtz, Isak, Ekitike 3 in some form at some point, but at this moment in time, with a few players looking out of form, it's probably a little bit too much to ask.
I'll mention that in a minute about the form stuff, because a couple of questions in the chat, and I have my own thoughts on this. I'd love to get you guys, but first I will bring you the Man United 11. It's Lamans in goal, back 5 then of Dalot, De Ligt, Maguire, Shaw and Ahmad. Then in midfield it will be Casemiro and Fernandes, with Mount and Cunha and Mbeumo. So it looks like maybe Cunha is like a false 9 player, maybe, or maybe Mbeumo or Mount. We'll see how that pans out. Šeško is on the bench.
I had United fans fretting if they was to put Shaw and Maguire in that back line together. They think it's absolutely cooked for them as well. So they don't have much confidence in that defensive line first.
Well, what I would say is that it's going to be a deep line, because De Ligt, Maguire and Shaw, there's zero pace. Now Ahmad and Dalot there is, to be fair, but yeah, it does feel like Man United are going to be a bit deeper. Dan, we had a question then before. Apologies, I'll see if I can bring it up. It was Abdullah. Was saying, what has Gakpo done to deserve to start today? And my initial thought was, well, he did score in the last game for what's worth, but I was thinking in general, if you were picking at this moment in time Liverpool players who deserve to play, I think you'd struggle to make an 11. Like, I don't think there's that many players in great form, really. Obviously, you put Virgil in there, who's been good this season. For the most part, you would say Szoboszlai. You'd probably argue maybe after that, maybe Gravenberch. a little bit of a dip recently with Gravenberch. Other than that, mate, if you were picking up a Liverpool 11 on form, like I say, it would be tough. You could leave 8 and 9 of them out. So that's the problem that Arne Slot's dealing with, and he needs to change today. These lads need to get back in form and yet give him something that he can cheer for, really.
Yeah, no, most definitely. It's time to turn things around as a collective and as individuals. I think, as you touched on there, there's too many lads who've been way, way, way below not only the standard required, but their standard, actually. And McAllister's front and centre of that conversation for me. Obviously, Canate's had major off days. Conor Bradley's not been at it. Many of them, for various reasons, we can have conversations, and we've been having conversations over the past fortnight about it. But ultimately, there are far too many who are underperforming right now, and it's easier to say the ones who have been up to the standard. And Ekitike is probably one. He probably is. I touched on it before. Yeah, he has been exceptional so far. The problem he faces right now is if we're absolutely sold on the fact that Isak's on number 1, number 9, if you like, then he just can't get in the side. And you can have conversations about maybe Cody Gakpo not playing, Ekitike doing a bit over there, but we don't really know what that looks like. We think he can. We think it's sort of in his wheelhouse, in his attributes, but is it? We're not quite sure yet. So it's a tricky one. It really is. But as you touched on, you could take 7 lads off here feasibly and swap him around. Curtis Jones is probably the only other one, really, who I think has been in and around his usual self when it comes to his own personal form. So, yeah, it's tricky, but as you touched on that, as you say, this is the line in the sand moment. Obviously, the dismal week that went prior to the international break. We have to get that out of the system. For what it's worth, I think getting back to Anfield after being on the road 3 times consecutively is a big, big win for us today from the get-go. A lot of these have had decent international breaks, some goals from McAllister. Cody Gakpo started the conversation off. He had a really strong one as well. Even Mo Salah qualifying for the World Cup for his Egypt, his country. So there's lots of positivity heading into this one. They need that to feed into their Liverpool form because it's been miles off it.
Yeah, he's just the only one really putting form on. You say
he's not fit enough.
But I don't know if he can play. I don't know where we're at with him. The Ekitike thing's interesting, Errol, because he could play left. We know he can play left. But we've only got 2 centre forwards.
Yep.
Do we know that as well? Sorry, do we really know that? He's played a handful of games in his life.
Well, Liverpool think he can because he said they can't. You are right, but you'd have to prove it. But we've only got 2 centre forwards, and if we don't think Isak's playing 90, you have to have a striker on the bench. You know, we haven't got anyone else really. You know, even Jayden Dan's injured now, so you know Liverpool are in a position where they're going to have to. They are your 2 centre forwards, and one of them will play and one will be on the bench, and that's just how it's going to go. I feel for the time being, and that kind of you know at some point they might both be on the pitch together off the bench or whatever, but it doesn't feel like we're going to really see too many times where both Isak and Ekitike start.
No, and at this moment in time, I understand why. You know, we started the top of the segment by basically saying Liverpool are going to have, you know, the best part of 7 games in 3 weeks. You know, if you was to play Ekitike and Isak together in the here and now, we'd love to see it. And I said there was a big opportunity for Slot really to send a bit of a message to say that, you know, this could be the look going forward. One of the big question marks that I had, if he was to roll the dice on that kind of decision, was going to be then who then comes off the bench? Who do you go for? If in the worst case, you know, to me it looks and feels like a bit of a break glass solution. Get Vert in the team, get Szoboszlai to right back, Vert is in the team, get Ekitike on the left, get Isak through the middle, you've got Salah, you know, you've got the full complement of all the heavy hitters. Sounds great on paper, but as a break glass solution, if that doesn't work, or if Liverpool get frustrated and we're not able to find the openings and we're not able to create enough chances and score goals, at then what point do you turn to the bench and you're looking at that bench kind of depleted as it is already, and you think, okay, we've not really got anybody recognised that can go and play directly through the middle. We already know Slot doesn't want to really use Cody Gakpo through the middle. We've just touched on then, is Chiesa fit enough to then be able to come in frequently through the middle as that first substitute? I'm not 100% sure that he is. So he's kind of got to keep some level of his powder dry, and unfortunately, and I think, you know, there might need to have been conversations about that in the summer of what Ekitike's role really ultimately looked like. And I know we can all sit here and we can all speculate, but at the end of the day, at this moment in time, with the amount of games that are going to come thick and fast Liverpool's way, we've got to find a way to balance the performances of these players and getting them enough game time and enough minutes so they both feel like they are regularly included and both equally as important as each other, in my opinion.
Well, you're playing Frankfurt on Wednesday against the former team. That's when I'll be shocked if he didn't start there. So again, I think it'll be all right in the end, but he will be certainly disappointed not to be starting. We've got a question from, more of a comment. The first one's from Aaron, who says, if Bradley plays great today, does he become the nailed-on starter? Liverpool definitely have an issue at right back down where I just don't think Arne Slot's quite decided on who he wants yet. If it appears it's Conor Bradley's share for the time being. And again, Frimpong started well. really, I thought until the injury against Bournemouth again, it was 1.5 games really that we saw him. And then he's been again a little bit up and down himself since, but it does look like it's Conor Bradley's shirt at this moment in time. Yeah,
no, it most definitely does. And it's one of the conversations we had over the course of the break about what does Arne Slot need to do in order to get some level of consistency across the board from his players and in terms of performance and results. And one of the sort of outcomes and one of the potential solutions was sort of nailing your colours to the mast in a couple of key areas. Looks like he's done it with Milos Kerkez. Definitely, he is Liverpool's left back, whatever you think about the rights and wrongs of that. And I think the right back situation needs a similar sort of level of treatment now. And I think it is Conor Bradley. Don't get me wrong, said it earlier on in the previous answer. He needs, like a few others, to kickstart and really ignite his season. But I think Arne Slot has said to him, "You're my guy," and he's hung his hat on him. And we know Conor Bradley can. Conor Bradley's been around long enough now. He's played enough games, albeit still very inexperienced, to show and to have proven the fact that he is capable of top performances at this level. He just needs to put a consistent run of form together because, again, nowhere near enough players have done that in Liverpool shirt yet. I think, actually, for Conor, having that level of trust, and he's waited a long time for this, let's have it right. He's obviously waiting in the wings behind Trent, thought his opportunity was never going to come, and then we go and sign him right back in the summer, so he might have been questioning himself even more. So actually a little bit of faith and a bit of trust in him to be our guy might see a new level of performance from him.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got another super chat here from Matty, who says, the idea that Grav can be both the 6 and the 8 during the games have to stop. Can we keep him as the 6 only? And also, can Salah start helping Conor Bradley out? The second part is I just don't think it's going to happen. Errol, that's the thing, is that in this side, Mo Salah is told go and cheat. And last year's the reason Liverpool won the league was because they did. I don't think at this moment in time Mo Salah is doing enough up front to justify not defending. Yeah. So they're not going to ask him now at this age to start legging it back all the time. That just isn't going to work. What Mo Salah needs to do is to start justifying that by scoring the goals and getting the assist and playing better up front, because then you can. It's easy to, I don't say carry, but compensate for a player maybe cheating, like I say, if he's banging goals in and getting the assists that Mo Salah usually gets. But he has been offered this season, and like Dan says, hopefully the international break and what happened over there can do him the world of good. But I think Mo Salah, from an attacking sense, is where Liverpool, don't worry about the defending. Can you get Mo Salah being Mo Salah again in and around the goal?
No, I agree, and I think you can make concessions for certain players. Obviously, given the standard that Salah put in for us last season, the output, it was fully justified as to why he tweaked that role. In terms of going back, so to speak. Now, when you look at it from a Bradley's perspective, I think the other thing that might help, in terms of the comment there, is Salah having a little bit of consistency defensively. If he knows who's going to be behind him, if he spoke to Slot and said, look, it's not helping me 1 week it's Szoboszlai, the next week it's Frimpong, the next week it's Bradley, I just need to know who it's going to be, because I can kind of then learn and understand what type of game that they're looking to do at fullback. That will then help me go a little bit more forward. I think it takes the pressure off him then, knowing that he's got that level of consistency, that level of continuity behind him. And again, I completely agree in terms of the output from Salah. It's got to be better. And I was about to throw the question out to you lads, really. The first part of that was about Grav being in the 6 and the 8. And I kind of understand the concern there for me, because Grav at the moment is the only real ball carrier in this Liverpool team. He's someone who's able to break the lines with ball carrying runs. He'll drop a shoulder so he can beat a man. There's nobody, and you'll go back to Salah in this, there's nobody in this side right now that can take a man on. There's nobody that can stand the man up and say, 1v1, I'm going to rinse you, I'm going to get past you, I'm going to create a little bit of space, and then I'm going to start causing problems, whether that's the pass, whether it's a cross into the box, whether it's just a little bit of moment of magic. We really struggle for those individual moments of brilliance. And I know we spoke last season a lot about Diaz's lack of output, but one thing that he did have is he just was able to just ghost past players, and sometimes he'd ghost past them to come back on himself and then have to ghost past them again. But that idea that you've got somebody in the team that's capable of taking the ball, carrying it a little bit, dribbling past a couple of men. This Liverpool team seems to have a richness of passes, but we really lack somebody, and that's where Salah in down years has had that explosive burst of pace. We've seen you'll see the clips all weekend of the Martinez moment where he absolutely spins him like a Beyblade inside out. It's like we need that level of Mohamed Salah back, really, because not only do you then get the output, but you get more of him in game, the playmaker, somebody that's able to thread things and connect those dots and some of those passes. And I think that's what we've been missing more than anything else for a large part of this season so far.
I think also it's on the Gravenberch thing again, it's double-edged sword, because earlier on in the season, you know, when he scores the goal at Newcastle and he scores the goal against Everton and gets the assist against Everton and gets the assist against Atletico Madrid, he does it from an advanced area, and we were all lauding them going, oh, Ryan Gravenberch has found this new leaf of life. I think what I would say is, you know, it's a fine balance. There's been a lot wrong with Liverpool, and like, again, there's been a bit right and there's been a bit wrong. I don't know exactly what the answer is, but
I think that on that though, I think the approach from the outset in the first 20, half an hour is absolutely fine. Try and be on top, try and get control of the ball, have as much possession as possible, let Ryan Gravenberch do what he does naturally. And then what we want to be able to have done is established enough of a lead so that you can say, right, second half, be more conservative now. Rest your legs, screen that back four, just block plays, do the tackling bit, because you've done all the good work in that first half or in that first half an hour. And that's what's counted. That's what's given us the edge. I think him trying to do it and, you know, rescue us late into games and go on expansive runs, 60, 70, 80 minutes in, I think it just leaves us open at the back and we just don't look as... Compared to Arsenal's defence at this moment in time, mate, it's night and day. We do not look defensively resolute enough, and that is one of the first things that Slot needs to put right coming straight back off the back of this international break.
We've got a comment here from Victor. I'm guessing this is 3 different comments in one, which is fair enough. When you're paying your super chat, you can do what you want. Playing Bradley inverting inside Salah is not the way. I'd be interested to let you know what you think. I'm guessing you're asking for Frimpong. I don't know what you're asking there, sorry Victor, so I do apologise. Vert should be in the 10 when Isak is playing effectively. Vert's in the 10 when Isak is better, and if Sobo's playing in the 10, it should be Ekitike in the 9. Why would you... I don't understand that, really. So what you're saying is, he doesn't think Sobo being behind in the 10 behind Isak can work. I think it can. I don't know. I might be misunderstanding the comment here, but...
I definitely, I think it might just be a preference thing of who you'd like to see, you know, kind of pairing up there. Again, you can't. There's still not been a massive sample size to say really who's best paired with Isak at this particular moment in time, or how to get the best out of him in games.
Because we don't really know, do we?
There's more questions than answers at this moment from a Liverpool fan's perspective. But I don't really think it matters who's in the makeup of the 11 at this moment in time. I think it's about the roles and responsibilities. Is, as I said to you before, the continuity from a right back's position. Doesn't matter which 3 of them have all been given a shirt so far. Are you going on the touchline? Are you a touchline fullback, or are you going to be an inverted fullback? Salah needs to know whichever one behind him does one particular role, and that just so everybody's then singing off the same hymn sheet. I think a lot of this at the moment is not necessarily even miscommunication, but there's a misidentification of the ideas from each individual player based on the changes that we've done. And because we've not got a solid and set blueprint at this moment in time, Bradley's got his own interpretation of what he needs to do at right back. Frimpong's got his own. Kerkez versus Robbo, they've got their own. Vert versus Szoboszlai, they've all got their own interpretations going on, and until Liverpool stumble across the winning formula and the right combinations, I don't really think it matters too much on personnel, but that's just my take on it.
I just think individuals need to play better too. I think a lot of, if you look at Liverpool's issues, a lot of them this season have just been a bit dozy, a bit fuck ups at the time. You know, the set piece defending, Dan Armstrong mentioned this the other day, and he mentioned that as something, you know, that they're definitely, he's, you know, conceding too many goals. He said a couple of good goals against them, but a couple of mistakes as well, and then definitely, you know, the set piece stuff. You know, there's been a lot of talk about Ibu Konate and where he's at, and again, he had the injury for France, and he was a doubt. He is fit to play. Another one, really, he's had good times against Manchester United in the past, as Ibu. It's worth mentioning.
Absolutely,
he's done really well against them, and he's another one. I think if Ibu was in better form, I think a lot of problems around the team are almost automatically solved. You're less worried about Gravenberch maybe vacating the area because, you know, Konate and Van Dijk are used to defending 2v2 quite often. It might make the fullback's job easier, it might make everyone's job easier. So I think it's really important for Liverpool. If you said to me, get one guy back up to what should be his better level, I'd probably choose Konate.
Oh, I'd choose Salah.
Funnily enough,
that helps.
I think Salah, bro.
I think
if you were asking me right now, get one player firing on all cylinders in this Liverpool team, Salah is that guy, because I think he's the domino. As soon as Salah falls, I think everybody, because last season when Salah was on smoke,
a lot of cracks,
everybody was like, right, if Salah's driving us to this league, we need to turn up as well. I'm not saying you can do that 2 seasons on the bounce, but based on previous, I'd be throwing all me eggs at
the reason
Salah.
I say Konate is I think Liverpool have got enough attackers that even if Salah isn't playing well, that there are other Liverpool have got no other centre half options really. Gomez is a maybe. So go back to Dan. I think Liverpool could do with a real big performance, not just today, but like for the next few weeks. Try and get the real Ibu Konate back and fit and firing and back up to some sort of level. It will make things a lot easier for us.
It's massive, yeah, of course. You want the heart of your defence to be solid and to be absolutely watertight. Because you're right, we've got a new keeper in behind as well, so we couldn't have to do with Konate looking like Ibu Konate again. Yeah. And it just sort of breeds confidence throughout the rest of the team. If you know almost whatever happens in game, any situation, that Ibu Konate and of course Virgil van Dijk, who's pretty much always been this since you've had Liverpool, are going to be able to deal with and mop up whatever problems you face, then the rest of your midfield suddenly tries that riskier pass or feels more comfortable in possession, likewise the attack as well. But this again comes back to Liverpool's problem in recent weeks, and there's numerous, there's a myriad of them. But the spine of the side and key reasons as to why we've had success in recent years, Ibu Konate, Alexis McAllister last season for me, and as you rightly say, well, Mo Salah, have just been miles off their usual self. So yeah, as a starting point, get those levels back up. But as you say, I think Ibu Konate, looking like the defender we all know, we've all seen him be in the past, would just allow the others just to relax a little bit. And he's got good memories against Manchester United, so if you can call upon them, who knows, you might see more like it today.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan Connerty, I think 766 says, this one comes down to work rate and competing today. We're better than them. If we outwork them, we'll win. And
that's why that
to an extent, that's what I think. Maybe that explains why Arne Slot has gone to that midfield. I don't think you can knock Liverpool for lack of effort. They in all the games actually have gone to the 98th minute in most of them. Now, sometimes it's gone their way and sometimes it hasn't and whatever. I've never thought Liverpool were being outworked. I feel like there's certainly been times where they've lacked a little bit of confidence. Yeah. And I think at times the manager and maybe the players have been a little bit confused, because if you look at some of the teams that end up on the pitch on 90 minutes for us, sometimes it's a bit mad. Midfielders playing at the back and a winger on the midfield. It's all gone a little bit chaotic. And I'd like Liverpool to just get back to the basics. And like I say, it's there for them today. This Man United team, listen, are not great. They're not that good. And they're away from home. Their away record's awful. It's really poor. If Liverpool can be Liverpool and get, the little break has just done them the world of good back at Anfield, I don't think I could easily see us, this next run of 7 games in 3 weeks, winning winning 5, drawing 1, losing 1. I could easily see Liverpool doing that type of run, because they're good enough players. They just need, it feels like they just need a little bit of confidence and a little bit of understanding what they're doing again.
Absolutely.
And I don't think they're that far away, fingers crossed.
I don't think we're a million miles away, but I think momentum is such a huge factor in all of this. And as I say, Manchester United coming to Liverpool, or us going to Old Trafford down the years, it's been so clear for a number of times, no matter how good Liverpool have been going into that game, Manchester United have still found a way to scumbag us down to their level. They found a way to drag and nullify our quality and just get it into an old school dogfight, which Liverpool don't really want to do. I think this is the first time, and the comment said it there, that hard work, that work rate, that beating them in certain areas of the game is going to be absolutely key in order for Liverpool to win today. And I completely agree. I think if we outfight them in the midfield, if we outwork them all over the pitch, I don't see how Manchester United over the course of 90 minutes have the stamina and the nerve to hold out at Anfield when they're under the cosh constantly. And I think that's what Liverpool need to do. So despite our bad form, I think going into games with Manchester United, we've been in much better form and they've made us look bang average. So I think today, I don't even think our form, good or bad, would have made any real difference. It's about who wants it more. Do Liverpool want to kickstart their season and light a fire under ourselves to say, right, we push on now and we try and start building a little bit of momentum? Or do Manchester United really think that Liverpool are the walking wounded and think that they can, go for the jugular? And it'll be which out of the two teams want that a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be the conditions on Merseyside, for what it's worth, aren't great.
No,
it's going to be wet and windy, and it's going to be a real aggressive type of game. You feel just based on the autumn is definitely here now, and it's miserable out, and maybe that plays into it a little bit as well. And yeah, it might just come down to a little bit of character, a little bit of heart. If it comes down to pure ability and skill, and who's got the best players, we're miles better than them. But again, these type of games can sometimes be a leveler, that is for certain. Last question, Dan. It's more of a. This comes from Castieth, actually, in the Discord. He said he would have liked Jeremy Frimpong to have started this game. We did touch upon Conor Bradley before. Yeah. He'll be interested in this one, of course, up against the wing backs. I'm guessing playing left wing back, probably Dalot. You would guess for Man United, it could be Ahmad, but probably Dalot from the left. I always feel sometimes Bradley, again, going back to the thing with Salah before, he can be doubled up on a little bit sometimes or whatever. That might not be the case there. It might just be a 1v1 battle because there is no winger, really. It's Dalot doing the same job. That might suit Bradley, but Castiel would have preferred to have seen Frimpong. Are you happy with Bradley, or would you have gone Frimpong?
Yeah, no, I'd come back to what we spoke about earlier on. If I was going to nail my colours to a particular right-back mast, it would be Conor Bradley. Yep. I'm team Conor for the foreseeable until I'm not. I've not been overly enamoured with the start of life as a Liverpool player with Jeremy Frimpong. It's not saying I dislike the fact we've signed him, far from it. There's clearly a player there, we clearly brought him in for a reason, but I don't think he's quite hit the ground running yet. So I think Conor Bradley's got enough of sort of body of evidence and work in Liverpool's shirt to suggest that he deserves a proper crack at it, and hopefully we see that now for the foreseeable, and he can perform to the level required in order to retain his place in the side. And coming back to the Salah stuff, I take your point, and obviously we have sacrificed Mo Salah defensively, and understandably so, given what he's been able to do, certainly last season. I think Conor Bradley conventionally and sort of fundamentally is a better defender, 1v1, than Jeremy Frimpong, personally. Also, when it comes to sort of the underlapping or the overlapping or the inverting side of things and what Mo Salah needs, I actually think all round Conor Bradley is the best at all of that. I think Frimpong going out the outside to the byline delivering crosses is probably, that's kind of his one trick, if you like, and probably where he shines most. Whereas I think Bradley can do both. You can see him pop up in central areas, overload the midfield. He's quite handy centrally in sort of a tempo. We've seen him sort of create things and score goals from there as well. And I think he's perfectly adept at getting around Mo Salah and delivering dangerous crosses. So yeah, I would be team Conor Bradley for this game and again for the next few weeks as well.
Any thoughts on that?
No, I say I agree. It all comes down to continuity for me from the fullbacks, and I think, you know, Dan's point before about Kirkes, he seems to be the one that Slot said, right, I'm going to stick with you and we're going to get it right and we're going to get you up to speed. And it's a big call, but, you know, this is why he's the gaffer. This is why, you know, he's the head coach of Liverpool at this moment in time. I think the same can be said from a right-back position. I think the thing that's going, not necessarily going against Bradley, but I think obviously at this moment in time is discipline records not been the best, giving away silly fouls, picking up needless yellow cards here and there, probably not doing his confidence the world of good. And then, of course, the one that sticks out to me probably more than anything else is his injury record. You know, if Conor Bradley can give us half a season where there's no injury concerns and he can get back to that level of form, then yeah, he should be head and shoulders the go-to right back for us at the moment. In terms of Frimpong, though, the one thing I will say I've been surprised about, his defensive game has probably been better than I earmarked or anticipated it probably would be in terms of the 1v1 tackles and defending and those responsibilities. Obviously, his recovery pace is great as well. I think the thing that where he's really struggled is his ability on the ball. I don't think he's been anywhere near as confident on the ball as I was hoping and expecting to see from him, even if it is early days into his Liverpool career. I thought there would have been a higher level of technique. Obviously, a guy coming out of a City academy, he's been on loan, he's been over at Celtic, he's done really well in the Bundesliga before. Obviously, Bundesliga is not the most overly physical league, but there's still a high level of technicians in the Bundesliga we've seen come overseas down the years. So I was expecting probably a little bit more from him when the ball was at his feet. But at this moment in time, as I said, I think the most fundamental thing and one of the most important things is I don't think there's a team at this moment in time that Slot can play without Szoboszlai. So if that means Szoboszlai has to play in midfield somewhere, then so be it. But ultimately, if that means that the right back has to go to one guy, Conor Bradley needs to just eradicate a few silly mistakes and hopefully, touch wood, give us a good run of fitness for him to really it'd be a really difficult ask for him to be squeezed out of the squad. I think there's plenty of opportunity for rotation. You know, midweek weekend is going to come thick and fast. So, you know, Frimpong will get plenty of time. But in terms of being able to turn and rely on one person, at this point, it should be Conor Bradley, to be honest. That's just what I make of it anyway.
Fair enough. Right then, just let you know how the day is going to go here on Redmen. Me and Ella are going to take a quick break in a moment. Dan is going to jump in the hot seat for the next half hour. Fan Interactive Show, you guys get your questions, get your thoughts, get your comments in. Dan will get through as many of those as he can in the next half hour or so. Then around 4:15 UK time, which is in about 30 minutes, me and Ella will jump back in for the entirety of the Watchalong. Liverpool hopefully get back on track. 3 points against Man United. Hopefully that is what we are about to witness. In the meantime...
Can I just say one last thing as well? So dead quick. Some of those players that have not been in great form, all it takes is one mad performance. Cody Gakpo had a slow start to his Liverpool life. He comes and scores some big goals against Manchester United. It was, do you get me? And all of a sudden, the momentum in terms of his Liverpool career slowly started to turn a corner. So there's a good shout for, if you've been not playing too great, go and play Manchester United, get some goals, let the fans love you all over again, and that might just give you the confidence and belief again. So that's my last passing thoughts.
Fingers crossed that some of those lads...
I hope I'm not passing, but as I pass out, that you go.
I got you.
Yeah,
it's all good. Right then, let me introduce Anna Slot. I want to go. Right, here's Anna Slot.
Hi Anna. You mentioned before about teams playing you in a different way this season, obviously trying to defend your championship. Have you had to, or how much have you had to sort of rethink how you set up and how you play, and how can Liverpool start to surprise teams again?
if you are the team that has created most chances from open play, you can argue if we don't surprise teams. Maybe we do things better than the last 3 results has shown. But it's also clear what I just said, that we haven't created that many chances we did last season, and there's a reason for that. That's playing style of the opponent, and we have to find answers to that. But the first answer is not to concede so many goals as we did, because there's one way of winning a game of football to score 2 or 3 goals. But if the other team scores 1 or 2 goals, you need 3 goals. Where last season we also were able to keep a clean sheet and only need 1 goal. First half of last season, we mainly got these goals from a special moment of one of our front 3. Where in the second half, we mainly needed a set piece to make the difference against these low blocks. And this season, we haven't had that many special moments. Special, what I mean is an act of brilliance. And we haven't scored from a set piece. If you would tell me that we've conceded 40% of our goals from set pieces, and the number 1 in the league has scored 60% of their goals from set pieces, and we're still 1 point behind that team, I would probably think that's not even that bad. But it is, of course, clear that conceding 4 is far too much for a team that wants to compete.
And Alexander Isak played twice for Sweden, 4 games over the international break. I just wonder how you see his fitness progressing, as I know you've been keen to sort of build him up steadily, given his lack of pre-season and everything that's gone on.
Yeah, I think that's what we did. And I think now he's had his 5-6 weeks of pre-season, which is normal for every player, especially if you've been out for 3 or 4 months. So fitness-wise, I think he's now close to the level he should be. And now I think we can judge him in the best, in a fair way. Hello
everybody, welcome back to the Redmen TV and your watch-along ahead of Liverpool taking on Manchester United, our rivals that are at Anfield. How are we feeling about it? This is the part of the show, if anybody that hasn't joined us before for one of these, this is the 25 minutes to half an hour section whereby you get to have your say. You've been having your say all along, and that will continue long into the afternoon, but for now, I literally just sit here and read comments and riff off the back of whatever you guys want to speak about. And we'll do score predictions as well. And again, anybody who hasn't joined us before and isn't privy to how we do score predictions, I ask for not only that, but also goal scorers as well, because I like to be accurate. Hope you are all well as well. At home, in the pub, at work, wherever you're choosing to join us from. Hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. And if you do live on Merseyside or anywhere around Liverpool, then I hope you're indoors, because it's absolutely pissing down out there. Sounds, yeah, I'm all good as well, thanks to those that have asked. Thanks for the love on that comment, by the way. Not going to comment on the actual rationale or the reasons or why, but yeah, thanks very much anyway. It meant a lot to me. Everyone supported the doc, and the fact that the medals got awarded to the players was kind of my only motive and the end goal out of the whole thing, so I'm really delighted about that. But thanks as well, I do appreciate where you're coming from and fully understand it. What type of performance do I want to see today? A good one that differs wildly from the last 3 that we've seen, please, and one that goes from minute 1 to minute 90 odd, whatever it may be. Not that one just sort of like has little spells and we see glimpses of the real Liverpool individually and collectively. I want an all-encompassing, we start well, the middle bit's good, the third bit's good, and then the end's good. Like a proper, we're better than you, chest out, shoulders out, showing our true colours type performance. And I actually think, to sort of riff and spin off what Errol said prior to going on the mini break, I actually think this might be the perfect storm. I don't want to speak too soon. I'd like to wish it into existence. But I think actually when you factor in that the week building up to the break was so poor and massively, massively disappointing and underwhelming, I think that having that there and being able to draw the line and go away and go separate ways quite literally around the world, and then to come back with some positivity from the internationals. We touched on Gakpo and Van Dijk scoring and Salah and McAllister looking more like McAllister. To come back to a game of this magnitude, back in Anfield, does feel a bit perfect stormy to me. I hope I'm right, obviously. But I think this is a perfect opportunity to sort of wipe the slate clean and to say, no, actually, we're going to show you who we really are now. It's time. That's my take anyway. And therefore, Liverpool winning. I had a comment on the screen before saying 6-0. And I'm a bit torn on the whole importance of result compared to performance stuff. I'd love to see both, and we'd all love to see both. Ultimately, would I take a scrappy win? I'd take 7 scrappy wins between now and the next break if that's what it took. But I do think it's also important that we do show ourselves, not just in terms of like showing our rivals what we're all about and that we're not a spent force like people might have been suggesting, but to actually inwardly show our fan base that don't worry about it, we've got this from a player's point of view and a manager's point of view, because I think it's mad, but there have been people actually questioning Arne Slot on whether he actually knows what he's doing. For what it's worth, he does, but it wouldn't hurt showing that a little bit. And again, people questioning Mo Salah and whether he's got the credit in the bank enough to not track back and not work hard defensively. And Mo Salah, bit of magic and performance today just to show us all that, yeah, he is still allowed to do that. Like, that sort of thing, just reminders of who we really are is kind of what I'm all about today, as well as us winning. Maybe not, but I can dream. I'm a Liverpool fan. I spent a large proportion of my childhood with us not being very good, winning the occasional bit of silverware here and there, but I've forever been a dreamer for that reason. So, yeah, I'm not gonna give up now. And let's be honest, like, it's all relative, isn't it? Because what I've just touched upon there, like, these are the good times. These are very much the good times. In spite of that week that we had building up to the break, these are still the fucking good times. I'm about to watch a Liverpool team that contains Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Ryan Gravenberch, Lester McAllister, Alexander Isak, Dom Szoboszlai, etc., and that literally has Florian Wirtz on the bench. Like, whilst maybe not in the best of form, many of them, still not bad individuals to have owned. We've owned worse, let's put it like that. And we've got some score predictions coming in, so we'll bring them up on screen as and when necessary. Are we happy with the team, though? Lil Toe 11 says, thoughts about Maka over Wirtz. That was probably, if I was predicting the 11, I had a couple of sort of guesses at it in the build-up to today. I think Szoboszlai dropping back into the double pivot alongside Gravenberch and having Wirtz in the 10 would have probably been the first alteration I might have made to what he's actually gone with. He's gone with the tried and trusted from last season in terms of the midfield anyway. It's impossible to do it elsewhere given the numerous changes that have been made. Yeah, listen, form-wise, based off what they've been doing this season, it's hard to justify or to make a real sort of strong case for why he's chosen McAllister. But then Florian Wirtz has hardly been pulling up trees either, in my opinion. I don't think he's been as bad as people make out, but also we are allowed to call a spade and say he's not been playing very well either. So, yeah, Wirtz for McAllister would have been the obvious one, but Arne Slot did say in his pre-match press conference he's not expecting it to be long before we start to see the real Alexis McAllister when he gets back to his best. Whether he thinks that might happen today or whether it's already happened on Argentina duty or in training, whatever. I think it's pivotal, actually, that McAllister does start to show his true colours and does start to play the way we know he can. Because I think maybe under the radar and somewhat underrated, actually, he was one of our most important players last season. The goals from Salah, the brilliance from Van Dijk, etc. But in the midfield, the man who kept us ticking over was Alexis McAllister. So I think the quicker he can get back up to speed, the better. Sorry, I will try and get that up now for you. Tempo Rari. Nice name. Here it is. Thank you very much as well, first and foremost. I've got to say that. I'll make sure we've addressed all the super chats. I'll just quickly scan through them after I've done this one. 130 million German star benched against Chelsea and United. Are you guys convinced this is good for him? I feel like Slot is setting his confidence up to fail. Right. Yeah, interesting one. And the confidence point is one that I raised a few weeks ago, and he did look like a player that was lacking in confidence at one point, in my opinion. But then I said that prior to the Chelsea game, and the first thing he tried and executed, actually, to some extent, was like a mid-air pirouette pass to Mo Salah, who you could argue should have done better with a chance, and he might have had one of the world's greatest assists under his belt, Florian. But you're right, not starting him in games of this magnitude cannot be good for a player's confidence. For a player who probably is already consciously aware of the noise and the narrative that's already been spun around him, Arne Slot can't pick players based on what the media are saying. Clearly, he has to pick players that fundamentally he thinks are good enough and will win him the game of football on week-to-week basis and game-by-game basis. So I understand his reasons for not picking Wirtz. there'd have been a temptation, I think, just to go with him in order to maybe try and get him up to speed, or again, try and get his confidence levels back up, because we know how good he is. It's hard to quantify, obviously, the levels of how he's feeling and whether he is completely at home or comfortable in the Premier League yet, or in the Liverpool side yet. But one thing we do know is it has been an underwhelming start to his Liverpool career. It really has. And again, you can have conversations about like the system maybe not suiting him and taking his time getting up to the Premier League and all that sort of stuff. But sometimes, like, he's just not been good enough on the ball. He's made the wrong decision. He's been caught in possession too often. Like, I think he's been working hard enough off the ball. I don't think his behind the ball stuff is the issue at all. It's just what he's lacked in possession sometimes for me. And again, I come back to it. I think his decision making's left a lot to be desired, and should score in the derby, but he probably should score against Crystal Palace as well. He has a chance against Galatasaray, I think I'm right in saying. So in front of goal, he hasn't lived up to expectations at all. So I think it's the right decision, but is it a decision that maybe, in kind of sort of super chat point, is it one for the benefit of him in the medium to long term? It depends how Arne Slot's dealt with it. If Arne Slot's dragged him to one side and said, listen, we've got 7 games in 3 weeks, more or less, give or take. We need you for midweeks. We need you to play minutes here, minutes there. It depends how he sort of scheduled his next few weeks. And if it's with a start in midweek in Frankfurt, back in the Bundesliga against opposition that he knows well, that might be the game that's kickstarted his Liverpool career, because I feel like he needs something. He needs something to happen for him, a goal, a magic assist, whatever. No better time to do it than against Manchester United. He might come off the bench to produce something, who knows. But yeah, I take your point, and I think confidence is probably affecting him right now. A lack of confidence, of course. Happy Diwali, all red, celebrating 3-0 win. Come on. We've already had that Super Jeff, and we won the full sound. Right, we're up to date there, boss. Let's move on to some players never betting will leave their home countries. Most Italian players in the Premier League have come to mind. I mean, it's a lot of money to spend on one of them players, but I take your point. I think you're right, because there's a checkered history of players not settling or not realising their full potential once they have left their motherland, or where they've had the good times and where the potential really sort of came to fore. I still maintain that Florian Wirtz supersedes that. Personally, he is an absolute superstar. He's world class, and it flies in the face of what we've seen so far, because I'm not in the camp of making excuses for Florian Wirtz personally, and I don't really buy the whole, again, new country, new environment, new league stuff. I think it carries some weight. But then when you're literally getting caught in possession, or you're not passing a simple pass 5-10 yards to a teammate, etc., I don't particularly buy that. I just think his form hasn't been up to scratch and he hasn't played well enough, simply. Why is he crying on the bench? Got to be a Aston Villa 2-1, but it's not like, a disaster. It's not, is it, anyway? Good goal, I believe. Afternoon from Brisbane, Australia. Come on, Liverpool, let's smash these. Yeah, let's smash these indeed. This is nice and positive. It's what we like to see. I can imagine United flooding their box. I slightly worry if Gakpo persists with cutting inside and playing into traffic. Kirkes developed. I think Kirkes has shown signs of having a better understanding of when to go sort of around the outside of Gakpo. Gakpo could maybe use him and utilise that run a little bit more frequently, I think it's fair to say. But yeah, I think on both flanks, we need Salah and Bradley to reconnect and sort of realise they have played a lot together and they can sort of get a cohesive working relationship down that side, certainly from an attacking perspective anyway. And with Kirkes and Gakpo, obviously that is a new understanding they're trying to strike. But they've played a fair amount together already. So those two definitely need to start, being on the same wavelength a little bit more. And again, Gakpo needs to mix it up a little bit. He has become slightly predictable. And if Manchester United are going to play with quite a deep back five like we anticipate they will, Gakpo needs to be able to develop different ways of hurting teams. And we spoke before about the lack of options we have when it comes to individuals who are able to beat a man and leave a man for dead. Obviously, Salah's been capable of that in the past. Gakpo, you are looking at those two, especially, to say, go on then. If nothing's happening, if it's tight, if they're keeping a really sort of deep, low block and they are putting bodies between us and the goal, who can create something? Who can be that guy? Florian Wirtz isn't on the pitch because he's one you'd look to come back to that earlier point. Somebody has to be able to produce something in order to break down the door But again, there's quality on that pitch. Whether there be enough transitions in order to sort of counter, I don't know. I don't see Manchester United coming with loads of ambition. Hopefully, they've seen the previous 3 games and gone, this team can be got at, because I actually think that gives us the best opportunity in order to win the game. Personally, Wirtz is brought to beat, and is exactly that. But again, has his form justified selection just yet? Potentially not. But this is more of, again, the tried and trusted. We know this midfield 3 works, but does it work in every single circumstance? Potentially not. And Florian Wirtz could easily come off the bench to unlock this game of football. Who knows? What I will say is there's not a lot of pace in Manchester United's back line. So unless it is absolutely camped on the edge of their 18-yard box, any room in behind that we should be looking to exploit with the pace of Isak, Kakpo on the other side, and Mo Salah when he turns it on. Wow. Dan, wow. This is unheard of. This is unprecedented shit right here, by the way. I'm staggered, but also really pleased. Bradley back to fitness, very attacking the team international duty. We need him to utilise our fullbacks better. Yeah, listen, there's both fullback areas have left a lot to be desired. So much so that you could have picked any 2 of 4, really. You could even throw Dom Szoboszlai into the mix if you wanted to. And I think we would have all been able to justify Arne Slot's team selection. For what it's worth, I'm quite happy. He's gone with Bradley and Kirkez, and I've been on the fence with both of them for a little while now. Who am I picking to score? Okay, let's do... Oh, I like this, though, just before I deal with that. I know what you mean as well. I like this. I like the idea of that. Who am I picking to score? I'm gonna do a score prediction. I'm going to say... I was so full of bravado half an hour ago, and now I'm sat here. I'm going to say Liverpool win 3-0. And I'm going to say Isak, Salah. I'm so tempted by Florian Wirtz off the bench, you know. Isak, Salah, Ekitike. Isak, Salah, Ekitike. There you go. 3-0. 3-0, done, dusted. Good performance. Man United don't really get a sniff. We're just miles better than him. Them. Konate's back to his usual self, and Alexis McAllister looks miles better as well. Let's go with that. Isak and Mo, we're saying here. Let's get off to a better start, middle and end today, I would argue, to be honest, because the recent ends, the ends were boss 4 weeks ago. The last few ends, pretty bleak. Maka with an assist from Dom. We've got 3-1, Isak brace and Gaka's absolute must-win. Yeah, ultimately, I'm saying all the 3-0 shit. Give me a 1-0 in any circumstance. Harry Maguire, own goal off his big fridge head. I'll take that and I'll run. Thanks very much. I'm reticent to say stuff like that. The fridge thing's fine. I don't like saying stuff like that because I think it was last year, we spent a lot of the build-up, and this is Liverpool fans almost exclusively, were saying how bad they were and how it should be this and it should be a cricket score. Somebody asked me about cricket before, but I missed that comment, so apologies. Like, there was a lot of talk and a lot of, how many will we win by? And I never feel comfortable with that. So I'm not going to slag Manchester United off too much, because I think, again, a lot of the build-up to that game I'm talking about was E shit, and just all centred around the fact that we were going to batter them. It's never quite that simple. I'd love it to be, but it's never quite that simple. Simon Owens Fishing says 4-2, Salah hat-trick and Cody. 4-2 is a hell of a game. Joshua Adams is going for 6-0. Were you the one that said 6 earlier on? I feel like it might have been. Anyway, you've gone Salah twice, Isak, Cody, Maka and Fede Chiesa. Bruno diving about is a serious possibility, if I can speak. I'm also quite keen on him just storming off the pitch in a bit of a huff and crying after Stefan Pajeta. It's not going to happen today because he's not playing. Skinned him. Something akin to that would also suffice. Realistically, 1-1, that's no fun. 2-1 if I have to put money on it. I'm not going to make you put money on it. 3-1 as well, you said. It can't be a draw. 1-0 Virgil. Yeah, I don't hate that. Listen, 3 points and getting outlet unscathed with no injuries isn't a disaster. And especially when we are looking to build something that looks even closely like momentum, you take any win in any shape or form, wouldn't you? But a lot of me, especially now I'm 25 minutes away from kick-off, a lot of me wants to see the real Liverpool. Like, it really, really does. And there's so much quality on that pitch and indeed on that bench. And we just haven't shown anything like it yet at all. Like, some of the lads, the summer that we had was just beyond our wildest dreams. And it just hasn't come to pass. So I must admit, I'm kind of desperate to see a little bit of what the future holds. That's kind of what I'm saying. When it comes to Isak, obviously Wirtz, if indeed he does come on, even Ekitike, like, what is the end goal of this Liverpool team? Because I don't think we've seen it yet. We've seen us win games in dramatic fashion, and it's been good fun. But what is the end result of this Liverpool, this new look Liverpool? I think we need to start seeing the early shoots, and it starts today. That's my ultra positive view on life anyway. 4-1 Isak with Salah 2 and Ekitike. I've been saying 6-0. Oh, you are absolutely gung-ho with this 6-0 prediction, aren't you? You're not letting it go. Set piece goal would feel good, yeah. I watched Summer Palace Bournemouth yesterday, and there was a late corner that Palace nearly scored from. Might have been a big chance on Mateta missed. Maybe not. That was open play. But anyway, they nearly scored from a corner. And it was a really sort of well-worked, inventive, clearly training ground-driven set piece. And I was like, why the fuck don't we do that? It's a real bugbear of mine. I've brought it up a lot recently. But our set pieces just feel like the only sort of innovation, and I don't want to do anyone a disservice, it works at Liverpool, obviously, is front post, back post, pen spot, 6-yard box maybe. We've got to have a little bit more to our game than that. Mix it up a little bit, like add more strings to our bow, because the quality that we've got, both in the air in terms of the aerial prowess and the dead ball delivery, like, we should have more in our repertoire than that, surely to God. One arm up in the air, no arms up in the air, both arms up in the air, we'll do it. Like, come on, lads, come on. Anyway, we're overdue a good performance. That's an understatement, my friend. We are very much. And I think this is something that Errol said earlier on, or he at least alluded to the fact that there's a lot of lads, not just Flavien Wirtz, there's a lot of lads in the Liverpool squad this season that haven't shown anything like their real selves so far. If there was ever a game with which to sort of, again, settle the concern around them, or to shut up some of the media narrative of indeed rival fan bases or whatever, however you want to frame all of it, this is the one to do it in. Because there's so many question marks, so many, are Liverpool this, are they the real deal? Blah, 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 blah. And listen, it's fine, because I also watched the 3 weeks that preceded the break. The 3 games, I should say, that preceded the break. They were grim. We were pretty bang average, and that's being kind. So I think it's all understandable, some of the fallout and some of the criticism, because I've been doing it myself. But today, just to respond to some of them critics, Mo Salah, people questioning whether Mo Salah can be afforded the luxury of not defending. Can we afford to sacrifice a defender and have Mo Salah in the team? The best way for Mo Salah to respond to that is just to be Mo Salah again and to score an assist today. Then we all carry on with our lives. People questioning the price tag over Alexander Isak, which is a bit silly, a bit premature. Score today, all gone quiet. Flavien Wirtz comes on, has an impact. Cody Gakpo, people question. You get the point. Just respond in the best possible. This as well, Arne Slot, come out after the game having absolutely walloped our arch and whatever you say about Everton, probably most bitterest rivals, Manchester United. Just put it all to bed. Are you guys going to make an app for Redmen Plus? Don't know if I'm allowed to say. Ask Steve. He might be able to answer that. I think Steve will answer that. Just win, please. Yeah. 1-0 United at half-time. Social media giving it large. Ty from AFC, we've got a whole story here. Brace yourselves, didn't realise what I was reading. Ty from AFTV goes live embarrassing as per, claiming they've won it after 8 games. We come out second half and smash 4 in front of the Cop, 4-1. There you go. That's how they get. May as well not bother. May as well knock on the head now. We've had the entire next 2.5 hours explained to us by Bobby Bobster, 1496. Thanks, Bobby. Yeah, there's that then. I may as well. Should we call it now? That'll do us. Yeah. Again, I won't say, but yeah, maybe. Man United will be over in midfield. The lads just defending and said wide players will nullify their threat. Yeah, that's absolutely right, and that's been a real root cause of United's problems. One of the many root causes of United's problems in recent times. But yeah, I think that's right, isn't it? And a midfield duo, if it is indeed that, because I imagine I'll get more bodies back in the round to help out, but bear with me while I'm talking it out. A a midfield pivot of Bruno Fernandes, who, let's be honest, is very gifted on the ball. He has a certain skill set. I'm not entirely sure that's perfectly, matched up with being a defensive midfielder, but whatever. And for, Father Time waits for no man, and for all his trophies and all his brilliance and all his accolades, Casemiro is no spring chicken anymore. That is an area we should absolutely be targeting, and we should be running all over it. And behind that, a back three of Matthias de Ligt, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw doesn't scream pace. Can we get in behind it often enough? Can we exploit the spaces in and around it, the little channels off the sides of them, potentially? Ahmad probably going to play right wing back. Really good attackingly, but not so much in defence. Can we make him turn and have to get back, do stuff he doesn't want to do those hard yards? Hopefully. Just going to be absolutely... It's interesting because you look at the wide areas and maybe they're the areas to exploit. But then if you get the better of the midfield battle and you can overrun that midfield and just make Casemiro look all every single day of his 33 years and however many games of football he's played, and if you can make Bruno do stuff he doesn't want to do, which is off the ball, then yeah, we could have loads of joy centrally as well. So there's lots of areas with which to be confident heading into this game, let's put it like that. We've embarrassed them many times recently. I think this is a tight one, 2-1 or 3-2. I don't want that. However, Mrs. NYPA786 says, scoreline doesn't matter to me. I'd take a 1-0 boring win. I just want to see some cohesion and an actual attacking style of play. I have no idea what our style is so far this season. No, you're not the only one there, my friend. You're not the only one there. Calling it 3-1 Liverpool. I think we'll score 3. You hate the lineup. More attack today. Yeah, it doesn't. But again, we'll see. Write him off at your peril. It's kind of, because I've been in there, I've been in that boat myself. I've questioned Salah in the past and thought, have we seen all of his best days behind him? And I've looked stupid doing it. So I'm not willing to do it ever again, to be honest. 2-1, clean sheet, please. We have to click into gear at some point yet. And why not today again? There's no better time to do it. And then against Manchester United at home, with the vultures circling around Liverpool and just ready to feast on any inept performance or indeed result. And listen, we've given them enough to go at, let's be honest. And fingers crossed we don't add any more fuel to that particular fire today. But again, the perfect response to all the uncertainty around Liverpool from within and from outside. Proper performance, proper win, and just, lay all the issues to bed. Macca's getting an unfair start. It isn't right. Versus nothing wrong either. If we don't win this, his slot is going to get hammered. Yeah, unfortunately, I tend to agree with that last point as well. Anyway, all of this, Simon, all of this, plus goals, plus better defensive performance, plus individual quality would be wonderful. I'm going to love you all and leave you all because I'm going to go and get ready to watch the game myself. Actually, I'll just address this one from Dan Ward. Not about McAllister for the first time ever. Well, it's Errol's birthday, as you may well have seen, or if you missed it right at the start of the show, it's Errol's birthday today. And Errol has therefore provided the goods. So I'm going to be scranning on some curry provided by Errol and some of, let me tell you right now, the best pineapple juice. I'm actually reticent to call it pineapple juice because there's no way it's pineapple juice. I don't know what's in it, but whatever's in it makes it just on another planet. Like, it's not pineapple juice. It's silly. It's fucking silly, to be honest. So I'm going to be having that for food. And I assume the guys will be having similar, but there's usually sweets and crisps and all kinds knocking around. So yeah, do wish Errol happy birthday when you come in to the chat and when he returns, because he will be back in like a minute and a bit. Before that, I'm going to leave you all with a clip from this week's match build-up show. Take care. See you soon.
3 home wins against Chelsea, who lost a man the first half, and I think Maresca did what Slot did at the bridge and just absolutely screwed up his subs and just went too early and just ended up himself in a pickle and couldn't pull himself out of a 2-0. I think had he not done that, they'd have probably won that game, given what happened afterwards. And United have won 2 of the home games against 2 promoted sides. We haven't had that yet, have we? Like a promoted side or even a sort of bottom 5 side come to Anfield yet, where you have that sort of, not to say easy win in the Premier League, but comfortable win. So it's hard to look really at those games as anything but what they are. They should be beating those teams at home, the 3 or 4 teams at the bottom of the league. I think they'll come with a bit of intensity. What the difference has been from their part over the last couple of years has been Liverpool have been really arrogant going into the game. We're going to win 4-5-6-0, coming off the back of strong results, top of the league probably on both occasions at the time or near to the year before. And we've just kind of approached it in a way where they've been able to sort of strap in and just play their game and come out it with a point. Not sure it's going to be the case this time.
The last time they went on the road, well, the last 2 times they were on the road, Chris, they got beat 3-1 by Brentford, quite handily, really. Yeah. They got battered 3-0 by Man City. They also got beat on penalties at Grimsby, with a relatively strong team. They drew at Fulham as well. They're away results.
That was dodgy, by the way.
And even there was some questionable decisions made on both ends of the pitch in that game. So on the road, they haven't quite figured it out. It feels like, again, as I mentioned, opposition helps, but at home, they've been a bit better. But they have conceded plenty of goals on the road. There's been questions about, again, the system and stuff. It does appear, even though they've got technically got 3 centre-backs and 2 DMs on the pitch, or 1 DM and Bruno a little bit, they do concede a lot of chances, Man United, especially away from home, which in theory should bode well for us.
Yeah, I think this game is really going to test Ruben Amorim's tactical stubbornness, because I think if he goes into this game with 1 defensive midfielder and Fernandes alongside him, that for him is a recipe for disaster, in my opinion, because then going up against Liverpool's midfield with pretty much 1, really, that is a lot, whoever he's asking to be that defensive midfielder. The Brentford game, 2-0 down very early on. Yes, you could say they had a chance with Fernandes to equalise the penalty spot, but Kelleher's just on top form in that regard at the moment, isn't he? Yeah. And you mentioned again, Lamans. Look, clean sheet against Sunderland, albeit Sunderland really did not test him on that occasion. So you would imagine he'd have far, far greater tests throughout this season.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Nearly watch a long time. I'm Steve, joined by the birthday boy. There's lots and lots of happy birthdays in the chat for Errol. Keep those coming in. Yeah, the dream team are back. We had to step in, even though it's Errol's birthday. We thought, listen, 3 losses in a row.
Not good enough.
We need to get back in. We put out the bat signal, and me and Errol are here to guide you, hopefully, to Liverpool getting 3 very, very, very much needed points in the Premier League, not only for the table but also because we really, 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 really want to beat Manchester United and continue to beat Manchester United. So, thanks for being here, mate, on your birthday. Looking forward?
I am, to be honest with you. Now, all week I've had a little bit of nerves and a little bit of apprehension of how this game was going to go, but woke up today, obviously, birthday, felt good anyway, got my hair did yesterday, so all the omens are starting to fall in my favour, and then I remembered, obviously, we've got the match today, and I just thought, you know what, there's no better place to go back to in terms of trying to get back on the right track, being at Anfield on a Super Sunday, big, massive game against your, age-old rivals in Manchester United. They're not a particularly good side at this moment in time. Liverpool have been particularly poor in terms of form. So it's just got all the hallmarks to be a little bit of anybody's game, anybody's guess. But I just fancy us to have a little bit too much for them, to be honest with you. I'm going to say a little bit too much for them. I expect us to be head and shoulders above the quality that they can put out today.
Yeah, absolutely. The Man United team's interesting. He's made a few changes, and we didn't really speak about it on the first part of the show. Errol, he's brought Harry Maguire back in.
Yep.
I think that's a little bit set piece attacking-wise. He's put Cunha up front. Left Sesko out, who's actually been scoring goals for them, was 2-2, but Cunha did play very well at Anfield last year for Wolves, but Amorim has tried to tinker a little bit, whereas Arne Slot's actually picked the same 11. Yeah, so a couple of changes from United, which are interesting within themselves.
Yeah, they are interesting. Obviously, Amorim's probably in a similar boat where he's not really got a number of players to choose from that are really high in terms of confidence. They're still struggling to adapt in terms of his philosophy and his ideas of how they really want to play week in, week out. So in terms of continuity and being able to gain any real momentum, look, they've not been able to put 2 wins back to back on the board now for it's probably close to a year nearly in terms of how long it's been for Manchester United. So he's got plenty to try and figure out and fix. Do I think there are easy, quick wins for Manchester United in doing what he's done? No. I think he's probably just looking at this moment in time of how can we match up to Liverpool to not leave ourselves too open, too exposed, and how can we have a little bit of experience in there that have been and navigated their way through some of these really big games in the past. And I think he's gone to somebody who he feels has been responsible for, whether you want to say they've been good Manchester United performances or not, they've been there to frustrate Liverpool at times. And Maguire's been part of the defence. And I think is it the FA Cup game where he causes a little bit of havoc as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see, but I think Slot's probably done the right thing in terms of going for the tried and tested lads and trying to get some guys back into form, and hopefully we can really kick-start the season from here, because Liverpool were rocked before the international break. I think the international break helped us and saved our blushes a little bit to give us a chance to decompress. But we have to go now. All hands to the pump. Massive next 3 weeks. 7 big games. And they start here at Anfield in the best part of, what, nine or so minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. Really looking forward to it. What Bod said, has your mum got a prediction for the game?
She hasn't, but shout out Mumsy, because she sorted
The curry and the rice and the pineapple juice. Thanks very much to Errol's mum. It's been very well received at Redmen HQ. I've saved mine for after. But yeah, the pineapple juice is going down really well. Errol just ate the curry, so thank you very much, Errol's mum, with the birthday meal. It's like when your mum used to bring sweets into school on your birthday.
Oh yeah.
Errol brings Jamaican food.
It's just got to be done.
Absolutely fantastic.
I've just had a score prediction from my uncle. He said 2-1. My score prediction from the other day was 3-1. I still don't see how Liverpool keep a clean sheet, which is frustrating the life out of me. But I just think we've got far too much in attack for them, so I'm expecting us to go out in a comfortable fashion with a 3-1 win.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to say 3-1 as well. I'm quite
let's go big for that.
Bullish. Fingers crossed. Let's see how this one all pans out. Right then, there are 2,500, nearly 3,000 of you maybe on your way to watching. If you could press the like button, really would help me out and help us out if you could do that. I'm just trying to see how many we're on now, actually, because I'm not sure if I've got it on here. There we go. We're on 627. Let's get to 1,000 likes before we kick off. If you're all, just press the like button now.
And if you've been here and you know there's a regimented routine that we go through, and more often than not it comes good. So if you do your bit at home, we'll do our bit in front of the screens, and Liverpool should and will do their bit on the pitch. So let's all play our part where we can, please, people.
Yeah, let's get that one in, get it done, and get it dusted. It's weird that it's always nervy when you play Man United, because I've always said this: United and Everton, no matter where they are in the league table, how they're doing, whatever they're doing, they just up the game a little bit for Liverpool. And maybe they feel the same when we go to those type of places. But the fact that Liverpool may be lacking in a little bit of confidence, because it's easy, the players and the manager have all been saying the right things in the last few days since they've been back off international duty, but there's no doubt about it. And, even the fan base a little bit, I've been looking at some of the comments that have been strolling through, and it's clear there's a few people who have lacked a little bit of confidence given how the week's gone. The last thing you want to do is give Man United anything, because not only, it raises them, but also maybe the lads are feeling a little bit fragile, maybe the stadium's feeling a little bit fragile. Got to be very, very careful that doesn't happen again.
And that's the PTSD of me now, just coming back, because everything you say there is absolutely spot on. And I think from a Liverpool perspective, these games have never really been easy. I've seen some of the best Liverpool sides under Jurgen Klopp in my lifetime really struggle to get results against Manchester United, and Manchester United have made us look very ordinary. I think today it comes down to that desire of, your season potentially could be at stake in terms of the levels that you might be able to go on to achieve. You don't want Arsenal getting too much ground on you. City are starting to find their feet and starting to find a little bit more form. You want to make sure that you're still there or thereabouts, but in order to do that, you've got to win games, and they don't get much bigger than this. So from a Liverpool perspective, today is all about that desire of keeping the dream of 21 alive, but then also making sure that a team that have been absolutely bog standard, below average, poor, all of the words that you can describe a Manchester United side at this moment in time, just make sure they don't allow us to play or fall into the trap of playing an occasion where we actually have to play at their level, because neither teams are filled with confidence and playing very good.
Yeah, absolutely. Fingers crossed Liverpool can get the job done. Interesting on here, big day. Hasn't really been spoken about, but Mamardashvili in goal, which maybe goes to show our confidence in him. But big occasion for Mamardashvili. Premier League Anfield debut. Of course, he played the cup game, and we saw his feature away at Stamford Bridge. But Anfield Premier League debut against Manchester United doesn't really get much bigger than that.
No, not at all. And again, it's opportunities probably a couple of weeks ago he wouldn't have expected, or been really thinking he would be involved in terms of starting games. But now that he's been given the chance, he's got to really start to show his own level in terms of, last season we was very fortunate when Alisson did go down and he had this bit of an injury and a bit of a spell on the sidelines. Keith Keller came in and was absolutely brilliant, and barring a couple of moments, there wasn't really much of a dropout, and I think the defence still felt that they had a really good shot stopper behind them. Mamardashvili is, on paper, is all of those things, but it's about now, obviously, once you get given the shirt, it's about taking the opportunity. And there's nothing to say, the the slim chances of him actually dethroning Alisson Becker in this period are very slim as it stands, but there's nothing that's going to hurt his chances in terms of his long-term succession planning if he does get a good start, get a good couple of games under his belt. And I want the defence to help him out, let him try and get a couple of clean sheets under his belt as well. I think that'd do massively for his confidence. So there's a lot resting on today's game, and I think Liverpool, the fans in the ground will do well to remind the players that, we are still the champions. We've still got to play like champions. We've got to defend our league title, and, playing below par in front of the Anfield crowd should never be accepted, and I don't think the fans will let them off the hook lightly if the performance isn't good enough first half an hour, 45 minutes.
No, yeah, you're right. Fingers crossed. Liverpool, the fans get behind everyone. Like I say, United's record against us actually isn't that great. They always just tend to... Sometimes they will give themselves a good account of themselves, but Liverpool hopefully get back on track today.
George, big up, bro. I'm Hunts Crossways as well, fella, so big up, bless up, bro. And recommendations, obviously, you've got to do Duns River if you're going over to Jamaica. Maybe Margaritaville, and again, depending on where you're staying, I would go and see Bob Marley's museum/house as well. I think they're always good ones. Montego Bay and Ocho Rios, beautiful places as well. So if you do get a chance, go check them out. So yeah, hope you enjoy it.
I really hope I'm gonna say this now. I hope your producer's always got a short advert ready, because I'm about to tee one up. Because what I need from you while we go to this very, very quick break, I need you to let me know in the chat where you're watching, your score predictions as well, and do press that like button, because in a couple of seconds we are going to be back with the full entire watch along. See you after this tiny little break. Hey everyone, at the end of October we are going to be giving away this signed Liverpool shirt, and it is not just signed by one LFC legend, it is signed by 5 of them. You've got women's superstar sensation Natasha Dowie, you've got Sammy Lee, you've got Gary McAllister, you've got Bruce Grobbelaar, and you've got goal scoring machine John Aldridge's signature on this shirt. If you want to win it, simply head to redmenplus.com, become a legend tier subscriber, get all of our amazing content in both video and podcast forms, and loads of extra perks and bonuses as well, including this shirt. It was signed at our end of season party, and by the way, Jags from the Ragamuffins, he signed it too, and if you want, or if you don't, whatever, some of the Red Men TV crew can sign it for you as well. It is a truly unique prize. redmenplus.com, become a legend by the end of October and you'll be in the prize draw. Good luck. Yes, welcome back. And by the way, if you press that like button, it turns into a footy, which is new and cool. So try it out for yourself, and I promise you, we're not lying.
I've just done it.
It definitely works.
I've seen a comment.
Kieran mentioned it before. Thanks, Kieran, who said if you press the like button, it turns into a footy. We thought he was joking. It turns out, no, he was absolutely true.
And it's weird. YouTube are being really selective. I don't know if it's just because it's a live video or not, but you can hype videos on YouTube now as well to some extent.
There's all kinds going on YouTube.
If you see any of the content, hype the thing, guys. Hype it up.
They're also doing you can start streaming vertical soon, for TikTok style. Ooh. That's all coming on YouTube as well. Doesn't really suit this format, but down the line it's coming. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to read as many of these as I can before kick-off. Mogi fan is in Staffordshire going for 2-0. Emma is in Crosby going for a 3-0. Carried, I think that's your name, sorry, 4297. Miami 3-1. Car Razor L9596 is 2-2 from Yorkshire. Paddy 81 PA says 2-2. Seth Mack is in Dublin going for a 3-0. Mucky Mitts is at home. Going for 4-1. Oh, in Mac. Okay, sorry, at home in Mac. I got you now. Ollie is in Cambodia going for a 2-1. We've got 007 Liverman is in New Jersey. 3-1 to Liverpool all day. I think you're right. Ken is in the Philippines going for a 2-0. As Manchester United are about to kick off. Thanks so much, everyone. I can't get them all now because the game is about to start, but I do appreciate the love. Thank you, everyone, for present. One day Steve will get my name right. Mogwai. Tell me how you pronounce your name. Mogwai. How would you say that? Mogwai fan. Apologies if I got that one wrong. It's hard when you're reading so fast. I do apologise.
One big Andy Rock says this is sadly the last time I'll be able to follow an LFC versus Manchester United match after being a fan for 57 years. Please win LFC. I hope it's not as ominous as that comment sounds, but for everybody's sake and yours included, I hope Liverpool do win, and we are off.
Man United go long. It's going to be a throw-in. Straight to the Reds. Let's see if we can get a song.
Yeah. And there's Peter Jury and there's Gary Neville on comms if you're in the UK.
Is that song working, Joe? Sorry. Yes. I can hear it now.
So you know what to do.
Right, then throw-in that Liverpool taken. Man United have got the ball back though, and they've got it wide on their left-hand side. They play it.
They're going down their left-hand side.
At pace as well.
Yeah.
It's Bradley up against Dalot. Badly against Dallow, forced backward. That'll be an interesting challenge throughout the course of this day. United's wing backs against Liverpool's full backs. It is Ahmad playing right wing back and Dallow playing left wing backs. As United kick it long from the goalkeeper. Virgil van Dijk says, I'll have that one, and heads it clear. Harry Maguire's big slab head knocks it back. Van Dijk wins it, but straight to Bruno Fernandes, and here's Ahmad up against Kirkes for the first time. United with runners into the box, one of which is Mbuemo. Shoots! After a minute, Man United ahead after 1 minute. Oh my God, as easy as that.
Oh Lord, that was far too easy. But
and Liverpool have been sucker punched after what, less than just
you said they started
minute.
fast. You said that they started fast down that left hand side to begin with. They've switched it over to that right hand side. Found Mbuemo just on the shoulder. McAllister's already down.
Alexis McAllister down on the pitch. I don't see what happened to him.
For fuck's sake, man.
But Mbuemo has put Manchester United ahead very, very early. I'll have to see what happens. So Maguire heads it back. So there's a clash in the middle of the pitch with McAllister and Mbuemo. McAllister stays down, and Mbuemo makes the run in behind Van Dijk in front of Konate. Good finish. It's a good ball. It's not a foul really against McAllister, because I think Van Dijk knocks into, but Liverpool are a man down. It's very, very simple goal. It just goes to Mamardashvili on the thigh. He's unlucky.
He doesn't make himself big enough, does he?
It's tough. The way
it's very tough.
In.
But on that near post, mate, you should always make yourself big as a goalkeeper.
Liverpool aren't happy because they think McAllister was down with a head injury, but the referee played on. But Man United lead after what, 1 minute and 1 second.
1 shot, 1 goal, and if we thought it was going to be plain sailing, Manchester United have rocked up already and said absolutely not on our watch.
McAllister took a massive head injury, and Liverpool aren't happy. He's still down. Liverpool aren't happy that the game wasn't stopped. Probably should have been stopped, but that still doesn't mean that you can't just follow the simple run.
It's actually Van Dijk's elbow.
It's Mbuemo's elbow as well. It wasn't a foul, I don't think. And from there, it's very easy. The ball goes out wide. Ahmad against Kirkes. He's onside as well. It's very, very easy.
It's just poor.
Arne Slot's not very happy again. He's pointing at it was a head injury. He said he should have blew his whistle, but he didn't. Virgil van Dijk's not happy about it as well. He's complaining to Michael Oliver. Liverpool were a man down with a head injury as the goal went in. But the goal will stand.
And he's bleeding as well, so it is quite...
It was clear. It was a definite head injury. Usually the game is stopped straight away. It wasn't. McAllister's getting patched up now. But Liverpool do trail 1-0 after a minute. It wasn't particularly great defending, really.
And now we've got 90 minutes where Manchester United can afford to try and hold on to something. It's a very long time. Sometimes, you say that you can score too early in a game. Liverpool's
defensive line as well. I'd have to see the replays. It's hard to judge. Konate looked a bit deep and he maybe played him on side.
Verge goes to engage Trace after the ball when he loses out on the headed duel.
But Arne Slot is having away with the fourth official, asking why the game wasn't stopped. McAllister's got like a cap on now. Look at that. Almost like a water polo player.
Yo. Little do-rag for Maka. We'd love to see it.
Well, yeah, the game really should have been stopped. It wasn't, and Liverpool trail after a minute. If you're going to concede, do it with plenty of time to respond, I suppose. Liverpool down to 10 at this moment with McAllister still off the pitch as well.
Yeah, not the best start here.
To say the least.
But it will make it all the more sweeter when Liverpool get the 3 points come the full whistle.
Konate is under pressure, plays it out into the middle to Szoboszlai, who's looking for a pass. Goes wide. I mean, we're talking about quick starts. Liverpool trying to get ahead of it.
I'm still struggling. Mason Mount all over Conor Bradley there. Didn't give him a moment's time with the ball at his feet. And Manchester United really sharp on the press at this minute.
Yeah. Right then, Szoboszlai carries it over to the left-hand side, finds Kirkes.
Go on, lad. Just
leaves it for Gakpo. He goes backwards. Liverpool just needs to refocus and reset now. Conceding so early, it will give United a boost, of course, and hopefully it won't rock Liverpool too much.
But they might just naturally retreat a little bit. they might not go searching for a second or anything. They might just try and pick the moment.
They're definitely going for the high press, though.
They are, yeah. I'll give you that, but I still think they can afford to bide the time a little bit more now. United, they've got something to hold on to, which hopefully feeds into our hands.
Ball is back with Mamardashvili. He goes long, looking for Gakpo. It's a good pass.
It's a really
good pass. And Cody Gakpo's in. Left-hand side. Gakpo crosses. Cleared by Maguire. Good ball from Mamardashvili.
Ball's still in here, though, by Kirkes. Kirkes has got a chance to deliver a good cross.
Loops up in the
It's
sky.
a cross. Salah's going to get it. He should have really just laid it back into the path of Conor Bradley, maybe.
And Bruno Fernandes clears. Good ball by Mamardashvili to Gakpo.
That was an unbelievable ball.
It was a really good pass.
Virgil's back on the ball again now. Lays the ball out to wide. Left-hand side to Kirkes. Plays it back infield towards Gravenberch.
It's interesting because
plenty of men behind the ball now.
Yeah, because they're a lot back. Liverpool will have to try and play through this. Gravenberch looking for the pass. He needs to find one. Not really anywhere to go, so he switches back, which I don't think is the worst idea. Kirkes is where the space is at the moment. Liverpool just being patient. There's not really many gaps in this Man United system at this moment, though. Gravenberch plays a poor ball. It's going to be a goal kick to Manchester United.
Just gets drawn in, doesn't he? And he wants to try and pass him on, but it's too late by that moment in time.
It's a good finish. It's a good finish by him. It's a good ball and it's a good finish. But Kanate does go with the run. He just doesn't get there in time. It's just a bit of a mess. Right then, Liverpool do trail. It was after a minute. Then obviously there was a bit of a delay when Alex McAllister got patched up. I mean, the ref should, again, I go back to the ref should have stopped it, but you still have to defend better once he doesn't. Both things are true. It's mad because they usually stop it for anything. For a fella whose head's cut open, you'd expect them to, but maybe just didn't see it with the transition of play. But Liverpool weren't happy, but again, it doesn't really matter now. Here's Maguire on the ball, centre circle. Out to Ahmad. Kirkes puts him under pressure. Straight out of play.
Much better.
And it's going to be a throw into the Reds just in front of Ruben Amorim. I'll say that, but Michael Oliver sending Liverpool way back.
Eight minutes played. Probably played about 5 of them. So,
Kirkes goes to take the throw in. I think he just slipped out his hands.
It definitely slipped out his hands.
And it turns out to be a foul.
I was going to ask you this before, yeah, because obviously we was doing the build-up stuff prior and Spurs game was on. Every time I seen Spurs players getting a throw, he was dusting the ball off with a towel. I thought that was scrapped this season.
You can do it as long as both teams
agree.
So maybe Liverpool don't. We don't really have a long throw, do we? Anyway, long ball at Kanate, heads clear. Bradley wins the seconds, does well actually to bring it down.
And now he's fouled. Surely he's fouled.
Yeah. Takes the quick free kick, which I think is the good move. Right then, come on Liverpool. Gravenberch drives forward.
That's better. Now play a pass.
Good ball as well, out wide to McAllister with his hat on. It's Gakpo, left hand side, down the line to Kirkes. Good defending by the Nick, though, really. Defending. Sees him out. Better from Liverpool, though. It all started with a little turn from Gravenberch, but it's good defending by the Lick down here. Aye. Right then, Liverpool trail 1-0. It's been a bit of a nothing start now, unfortunately. As the Reds have more defending to do. Karate's heads are clear. Turn, first touch really for Alexander Isak, right hand side. Beats his man, but he's going to. Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes gets back. Don't foul him now. But Fernandes by his own corner flag. Just concedes the throw. Liverpool have taken that quickly too. Ball on the edge of the box to Alexis. He's under about 4 minutes. He's smashed into.
He's clattered. And he goes.
Give a foul to them.
Wow.
He's given a foul to United.
That's shocking.
I'd have to see a replay of that. What's happened there? Wait there, what? Is that because it hit the ref?
It must have been.
It's clearly I mean, that's ridiculous. McAllister was wiped out. They bought at the ref, so he's given a drop ball. Why didn't he give a foul? I don't think he was even watching the game there.
He wasn't.
That's why the ball hit him. You couldn't see the foul because he wasn't looking at it. Right then, Van Dijk heads clear from the free clearance rather that United got. Foul by Gap. I mean, this Michael Oliver's already pissing everyone off.
He's having a bit of a stinker, and Man United will be loving this. Getting a fortune of getting all of the calls and the decisions early in the game. Liverpool, understandably frustrated, but have got to find a way to rise above it at this moment in time. There's a chance for them to launch a ball deep towards Liverpool's box. Bruno Fernandes is standing over it. Free kick.
Yeah, they're going to send this long into Liverpool's penalty area, Man United.
I was after a fast start. Goal. This has probably been our worst start so far.
Long ball into the box by Fernandes, goes towards the back post. Headed up and then away by Szoboszlai. Liverpool needs to be careful of the seconds.
Well done by... that was Isak that as well, yeah,
Isak
well
heads
done.
Clear. Ball goes back around the corner, be careful as Cunha runs onto
really should be there.
CL Weir says, I've just got home, catch me up. Unfortunately, United scored after a minute with Brian and Buemo. It was a clash of heads in the middle between, I saw Alexis McAllister go down and the ball worked out to Ahmad who played and Buemo. Good finish. Liverpool would have been a bit asleep really a couple of times. The defensive line just wasn't there.
I thought Mamardashvili was going to do better as well, to be fair. I thought he'd made a good score.
It was a weird angle, wasn't it? He made himself big, but it just kind of come off his thigh. Maybe the gap, I don't know, gap between his thigh and his arm, but it was a good goal, to be fair, United.
Handball. Come on then, give us one. Thank you.
Finally, Liverpool get a free kick. De Ligt adjudged to have handled.
Now Liverpool have a chance with a free kick.
Szoboszlai then with a chance to get his own cross in, or Salah maybe. It's going to be Salah with his left foot back post. Look at the Van Dijk header! Oh! Maybe should have done better, Errol. We'd have to see the replay. It was a lovely good ball by Salah.
Great ball, innit?
Oh no, it's just a little bit ahead of him. Actually, I'd done him a disservice. Van Dijk, he stretches to get there. Yeah, that's a tough one. I thought he had gotten there, he just hadn't. Just a little tiny bit too much on the ball from Mo Salah. Don't really see Mo Salah taking many free kick crosses, easy for me to say. As Ibu Konate heads away again, and then United work it all the way back to the goalie, who Salah's going to try and put under a little bit of pressure.
Yeah,
Lemons goes straight down the pitch for Konate again, heads away. All of that.
Well done. Just couldn't keep it under.
Ball in the middle of the park. Is that Bruno?
That was Cunha, really. Dropping deep.
It was Cunha dropping deep, right. United go long again, looking for Buemo in behind. Virgil's not having that though.
Cunha
Seconds for Cunha. Van Dijk clears that as well.
Well done.
Come on, Liverpool, let's get that foot on the ball, eh? Like a basketball match, this.
Kirker's trying to do a little bit of pressing there as well. Ooh, Szoboszlai on the press. Now it's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper.
He's under pressure from Isak. He kicks long. There's definitely Man United long ball. Sort of tactic here. Yeah. Trying to go all the way through to Mamardashvili. That's easy as you do.
Konate's on the ball. He's passed it over to Virgil. He's just trying to get close to the halfway line. He's just crossed it now.
Come on, Liverpool.
Need a little bit of movement. It all looks a little bit
slow.
Very much.
Capo drifts inside, looking for a pass. Finds Sobo, switch to Salah's on.
That's good. Salah's holding the whip there on that right hand side. His touch let him down. No. And Dalot now.
Salah's touch was really poor, and United are able to clear across the halfway line.
So poor. Switch was a good idea as well. Now Ahmed's switched it back over to this side. Ahmed goes back the other way. He's asking too much of Dalot to kill it on the spot though.
It's a free kick to Liverpool.
And at this moment, United are very much matching.
Mark wants a song. Let's get a song.
Matching Liverpool.
15 minutes in, Liverpool haven't really got going in an attacking sense.
Nothing up top has clicked so far. A couple of crosses into the box.
I'm not sure exactly what the plan is. It's been out over here a lot. It's quite slow.
No real zip.
The only time we've really seen any burst of pace was when Gravenberch was able to spin away in midfield.
And Gakpo getting sent over the top, a little bit of pace, but again, it wasn't lethal.
No. United in a good shape when everyone down the ball.
Yeah, seem to be really disciplined at the moment. United in that midfield, keeping it very compact. Not many holes for Liverpool to kind of thread the ball through. And this is what I was saying before. Again, having someone with the ability to just beat a man.
United's line's quite high though. If Liverpool can maybe try and find a way behind. There are a few runs getting made, but the ball's not coming
just tried to make one. McAllister again.
Here's Gakpo out left hand side, inside to Grav. I don't mind. Just keep the ball moving. Van Dijk looking for his pass goes to Ibu. Ibu down the line to Isak, who's dropped deep. Lays it off to Grav. Liverpool just trying to draw United out. Liverpool are going backwards though at the minute. Gravenberch trying to change that with Salah. Good ball into Conor Bradley down towards the right corner flag. Bradley's going to try and get a cross in. Harry Maguire easily clears, throw into Liverpool. Better patient builder from Liverpool though.
Yeah, I haven't won in Anfield in 10 years.
It's been a long time. Here's Isak's little chest down. Good one to Salah. Salah around the corner looking for Isak. He's going to cross. Oh, Man United just get a foot to it. Liverpool ask for the penalty, but it wasn't there. And Luke Shaw's tackle prevents Mo Salah maybe having a tap in. Like Liverpool, a little bit of a sign of life. Good little move between Isak and Salah, but well defended in the end by Luke Shaw. A couple of little tiny moments in the last minute or so that you might be able to hang your hat on, I guess. Not great, of course.
A few glimpses, Liverpool coming into life a little bit.
Here's Mamadashvili, ball at his feet.
Well nice. Done. That's a nice pass. That's a lovely pass, that.
Right, Gravenberch with acres of space.
Literally just that.
Keep going, right. Man United retreat as Gravenberch continues to run. Midfield. Finds McAllister, finds Gakpo. Come on, Cody. Cody Gakpo dinks it, looks for handball.
Never going to get it. He's never going to get it. He's never going to get it. He's never going to get it.
Wasn't given.
He was never getting a handball there. Everybody stopped in the tracks.
I didn't see
it. Just crack on. He's never getting it from there.
Ooh!
You're never getting it.
Are you sure?
He's put his hands in his silhouette. It's in his body.
Is it? Are we sure? That's handball for me, Errol.
I mean...
Not given. I think that's handball. I'm guessing it was. I'm guessing it's been checked and cleared.
Yeah, I just don't.
I think that's a pen for me. Errol disagrees.
I just don't think you're going to get given many pens for that.
It was very close.
It was.
Anyway, cracking on. Kirkers, Szoboszlai.
Back and forth. No, come on, give us the foul then. And there's Gravenberch. See, he's the only one who really wants to kind of commit a player. It's all a little bit slow. We're just letting them United. It's too easy for them to defend this, though. We're not asking enough questions at the minute. Come on, boys.
Kirker's in a bit of bother. Concedes a throw in. Right then, throwing to Manchester United, 19 minutes gone at Old Trafford. Ahmad takes the short throw in and United go back all the way to their back three of Harry Maguire in the middle. Isak's going to try and press him. There's Luke Shaw. United trying to play out. They get Dalot in. He's going to go over the top looking for Mount in a foot race with Kanate. Ibu should deal with that one.
Does well there, Ibu. Does really well, Ibu.
Just outstrengths Mason Mount and finds Gravenberch, and Liverpool can hopefully get on the attack. Gravenberch looked for Salah, didn't quite get there. There we go. Salah trying to play down the line for Gakpo. Gets it. Cody Gakpo shoots. Oh, hit the post.
Fire. What a fucking effort.
Oh.
Would have been lovely. And that's got Anfield going again. No, that would have been a lovely finish.
Salah's ball was perfect. Gakpo's touch was perfect. He goes for the curler and just hits the post. So unlucky.
Just cannons back off that post. The upright coming to Manchester United rescue there.
McAllister switches play then.
Conor Bradley.
Come on, Liverpool. Bradley to Sobbo. Sobbo to Salah in the box. Got men all over him now. Salah trying to win something from the corner flag.
Casemiro, the old experience.
Just win a corner move. He's getting fouled,
Come
referee,
on,
surely.
ref.
Ball stays in.
Wow.
Salah wants the corner, stay there. He was clearly getting fouled. Anyway, we're playing on. Bradley, Gravenberch. Backwards to Canate. So unlucky for Gakpo.
Yeah, 20 minutes in Liverpool have finally
Liverpool are
arrived.
yeah,
Yeah, we've arrived, man.
Cody Gakpo again.
Pass it. That'll do, yeah.
Canate, he's got out wide, is Sobbo. He can cross from there if he wants to, and does too much on it though.
Yeah.
It's going to be a throw in all the way to the other side for United. So unlucky, Cody Gakpo. It's a lovely Liverpool move. Just come back off the post.
Have you got it? Boom.
The Jota song.
The Jota song, yeah. 4,000 of you watching, tuned in. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you tell a friend. Let the people know where you're watching, who you're watching with. Share the stream.
There's Milos Kerkez now, left back position. Can go back to his keeper. He can give it to Ibu, I'm sure, if he wants to.
He does.
Did I say Old Trafford then before? Sorry. Oh, I meant to mention Anfield. Someone's mentioned why this Old Trafford, sorry. Wrapped up in the game. My bad. Virgil van Dijk then. No United press at this point, so he just lays it to Kerkez, out to Gakpo. Liverpool got men forward here. Cameron Gravenberch, fine one of them.
Oh, that keeper was beating all hands
up
as well.
Yeah, he was. Here's McAllister round the corner for Gakpo, round the corner looking for the runner Szoboszlai. Just wasn't a little bit too much on it. Liverpool started playing now though, which is a good thing. Liverpool, so it was one lovely pass by
Salah
Szoboszlai
through the middle as well. Just
a lovely ball as well.
It's early pass from Salah. It's brilliant. That touch just takes the defender out, takes the lit out of the game, and the keeper's beaten. The keeper doesn't get close to it.
He pulls his hand away in the end. I think the ball is back with the Man United goalkeeper. He plays a goal, gets away with it. Looked like an iffy pass at first, but I don't know if he meant that, but it worked. And Harry Maguire is under a bit of pressure. Salah is going to put Shaw under pressure.
Come on.
Shaw just turns away in the end, and United get it out to Dalot.
Seriously.
Ball out wide for Ahmad.
It's a great ball. Ahmad's
got some defending to do. Well. Kerkez up against Ahmad. Ahmad into the box. Lays it to the edge. Shot! Is wide from Bruno Fernandes
as well, of all of their players to have.
My heart stopped then, I must admit.
Yeah, Ahmad's done excellent there. First bit is just the touch, brilliant. Draws Kerkez into Kerkez, doesn't want to commit, and then he just lays it. Wow.
Wasn't far wide at all.
Really wasn't.
From Bruno Fernandes. I think Liverpool tried to play a quick long ball there because as the replays come back, Man United got a goal kick, but as the ball was laid off to Fernandes, I was very worried because he can score from there. It just, I think it might have clipped the outside of the post actually.
It does. Liverpool get away with one as well. Mamardashvili was rooted.
Someone's going to be tackling that run against the box.
All of our midfielders already retreated into the box.
That's what I'm saying. We were very deep, yeah. And Bruno just ghosted in. Right then. Here's Isak. Playing a bit of head tennis with himself. He should win that and does. He's gone for the big long looping ball over towards Gakpo, who should get it.
He shouldn't have let it bounce though. Should not have let it bounce.
He's kept it in.
He's kept that in.
Didn't look out that to me.
It didn't look out, but he shouldn't have let it bounce though.
$24 minutes gone to Anfield, not Old Trafford, and it's another Man United throw in that Delict will take from the right back position. Liverpool have won a free kick. I'm not sure why, but they've got one. And the ball is back with the goalkeeper. Oh, man, needs a bit of an oomph. Liverpool with Ibu Konate on the ball. It was very static. Someone's going to have to do something to make a pass. Come on, boys. Good ball. Yeah,
nice
finds him. Here's Szoboszlai on the turn. Lazy foot. And McAllister's shot is dragged, really. Just didn't quite get enough on it. And it was trickled through to the goalie. Defender just about does enough again. It's Liverpool a bit better, Errol, in terms of getting in and around the box, though. Just didn't quite get the shot away.
Didn't connect. Tried to pull the trigger pretty quick there. Van Dijk and Mbeumo battling again. Van Dijk comes out on top of United there with the second ball.
Here's Mbeumo. He's dragged Virgil van Dijk out to the touchline. Down the line. Cross comes in. Mamardashvili gets a paddy on it, and then it's over the bar from, was it Cunha? Liverpool. I'd have to see the goal. I thought he could have held this. Let's have a look. It's a good ball down the line. Cunha crosses. Who is it who puts it over the bar? Is it Mount on the flick?
Yeah,
He'd have took something to score from there, to be honest. And he didn't, thankfully. But United have won it back again. This time it's Fernandes. You got to close him down. Ball in behind. Kerkez does well. No! Yes!
Wow,
goalkeeper does really well. But shot from Mount is padded away.
Liverpool are living dangerously. Come on, boys, let's get hold of this.
And Dalot fluffs his lines. Oh, it was a bit panicky there for Liverpool. There was a good save from Mamardashvili in the mix of it. Liverpool just do not look secure at all. The chance was there for United. It was a big scramble. The goalkeeper made a mistake here. I think he redeemed himself, though. And Liverpool...
Frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
Very frustrating.
But Mamardashvili pulls off a big save there. I thought he could have done better with the one he parried, but I think he done well there. And Liverpool have got a throw in the Man United half. Oh, gee whiz. That could have been 2. Kerkez's tackle almost led to a shot.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
I mean, he has to win the ball for what I would say. He had to get a toe on it because Mbeumo would have scored. But it was a bit. I think he was a bit unlucky with where it went, to be honest.
Just almost fell perfectly into the path.
It was almost a perfect pass, but I think he had to make the tackle. You know what I mean?
Ibu, it's just a bit slow. Not much movement in front of him.
Liverpool play back to Conor Bradley. Liverpool looking for angles as they go to their goalkeeper. Mamardashvili hooks it down the pitch looking for Gakpo. United with Ahmad header clear. Liverpool win the seconds with McAllister.
That's good. Well done.
Milos Kerkez then crosses looking for Salah. Not there, forced to Alexander Isak. Shot dragged wide. For a player of his quality, we know he can do better than that.
Expecting him to hit the target there.
Yeah, and there's been a couple of occasions where Liverpool's shooting has just been a little bit
wasn't the best
scruffy.
ball in, but when he gets it there and
just drags
touch,
it.
Yeah, I'm just expecting his touch to just kill the ball and just get it out his feet and just whip that into the other corner.
Right then, 28 minutes up to 29 minutes gone on Anfield. Liverpool trailing 1-0. Could have equalised as we hit the post. Or Bruno Fernandes could have had a second for United. Mamardashvili's made a big save as well. The only real surprise after this.
United from free causing us problems, yo. Mount, Mbeumo, Cunha.
Yeah, they are. Liverpool, like I say, they could easily have equalised, could easily have conceded the second. It's been that type of performance, very scruffy. What's going on here? The ref stopped the game to have a chat with Bruno. I'm not sure why. I think Liverpool can play no time wasting.
He's added it on now. The ref's adding it all on.
Make them throw and taken. Liverpool win possession back and clear up the pitch. All the way back to goalkeeper at Man United.
You know the whole United are going to come and sit deep and defend. He done quite the opposite.
Yeah, they pressed, yeah. Right then, Kerkez heads clear. As does Maguire. Bit of head tennis again. Can we get the ball on the floor, boys? Right, there's Ahmad. Plays it to Mbeumo.
Too easy.
2-on-2. Liverpool got some defending to do. Good, really good by Kerkez.
But they're thriving in those half spaces. All of those attackers are just quite happy to just drop in a little bit, just join into the half space if there's a second ball for them to get on the end of. they're quite happy because there's a little bit of space for them to turn and run at the defensive line, and it just...
Yeah. Kirkes did really well there, by the way, because he just kind of disrupted Ahmad's run.
He's been near out ball for them as well.
Yeah, they
thought it was going to be down Bradley's side from the first couple of minutes, but
they're looking for Ahmad, aren't they?
Yeah, they're looking for Ahmad every time.
Right then, Liverpool with the ball forward. Salah dink into the box too much on that. It's going to be a goal kick to Man United. Right.
Half an hour played. Liverpool are still 1-0 down at Anfield to United. Ugh.
Yeah, it's been a tough watch. Been opportunities, but Man United have had their opportunities too. Liverpool have won it back now,
nice.
Szoboszlai is looking for a pass, has to go to Gravenberch. He's got Van Dijk to his left.
Okay, goes there. Plays it infield. Szoboszlai.
Where's Virgil going to go? He's going to go long, looking for McAllister.
It's a great ball.
What a ball! What a touch to Isak. Out wide to Gakpo.
Just free. Come on. Manchester United done well, got numbers back, but
Gakpo to the byline, dinks it across. Hits the post again. Fuck's sake! It was a bit fluky at this time.
Very much so, but we'd have taken it, mate.
Yeah, nearly an own goal. Anyway, Gakpo again crosses, looking for Salah back post. Not to that goal, saved by the goalie. Better. And a lot of Liverpool's best stuff is coming via Cody Gakpo. He gets to the byline. I'm pretty sure it's as if Bruno's touch almost goes off his goalkeeper. I think it's the back post, does it?
So unfortunate that.
The ball almost spins in off the post and just goes the other way.
Could have went anywhere. Could have cannoned off Shaw's back.
Yeah.
Anything could have happened after that.
But Liverpool's best players certainly coming when they find Cody Gakpo.
It's because Ahmed's been so high as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's that little bit of space for Gakpo there to just kind of expose. Just need to try and get him more of the ball if we can, while there's an opportunity for it. Being our best outlet at the moment because Cody Gakpo.
Right then, Man United take their throw in and go backwards again. They're quite content to be there at the moment. Ball at the goalkeeper's feet. He goes long, looking for Mbuemo maybe. Van Dijk's got some defending to do as well.
Yeah.
United from it. United have taken a throw in and Liverpool have won it back.
Done well.
Can Gakpo find anyone? Oh, Man United shares, unfortunately. Man United have the ball on the right with Mbuemo. Ahmad takes past Szoboszlai. United very tight over there. Should be a Liverpool ball, actually.
It should be.
Yeah, it was. Throw into the Reds. Kirkes played it off Mbuemo's shin and we're away.
Verge plays it into Gravenberch. No real pass on for him at the moment.
Everyone ran away from the ball there. I think you were expecting Grav to carry it and he didn't once, so Ibu will. He goes looking on the line for Isak, and Isak get in! Alexander Isak! Saved by the goalie! Wait, what? Oh, was he offside?
Wow, he must
goal kick. Was it a goal kick after second? It was a big save by the United goalie.
Save. Is this his debut for them?
No, he's played a couple of times. He was onside, I think, after the initial run, was he? Oh yeah, he definitely was.
Onside, like.
Isak was in behind. He gets the strike away. It's a good save by the feet. Oh yeah, did that go out?
No. It's a really good save.
Liverpool are creating chances now, which is the good thing. And Onana's in goal. He scores that.
He rolls it into for us.
That was a good save. Is it Lamens? I think you pronounce it.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, can we watch the game, please? Thank you. Right then, Milos Kirkes, Cody Gakpo, Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool at least starting to create a few chances now.
Big
Van Dijk
chances
goes,
as well.
Van Dijk goes long to Salah. Touch is immaculate from Mo Salah.
This time, much better.
Salah inside, finds the first man, unfortunately, and United with Cunha will look to break.
No foul.
No foul. He was trying to buy a free kick, it wasn't given. And Michael Oliver was right on top of that one.
He wasn't having it.
And Liverpool can go again
That's
with
a
Ryan
better...
Gravenberch. Gravenberch looking for Gakpo's a tight ball. And United clear with Ahmad. Well, okay, that they go back to the keeper actually, and then he kicks it long. Just a nobody.
Yeah, it's going to come back to Liverpool though. It's going to be Kanate if he chooses to. He doesn't, he lets it go out. He goes all the way back to his goalkeeper. Liverpool are creating more chances now, though, Steve, so it's promising signs.
We look like we can get in behind United, unfortunately.
Yeah, the high
but
line.
Good save, maybe could have. I don't know. People saying he could have done better. I think maybe.
Does he need to just lift it?
Yeah, maybe.
But there we go, down that left-hand side again.
Van Dijk looking for Gakpo. I don't think he's going to be able to keep that in, is he?
He might keep, no.
He just has to concede the throw in the end. Right in front of the United fans. Ball just skipped off the wet Anfield turf.
It was very similar to, was it Ekatike's against Everton, where he was kind of just rolled in on that side.
It was a tight angle for Isak, I think, that, to be fair to him. Right, Liverpool have won. Oi! And Buemo just webbed Cody Gakpo.
Naughty frustration there. From...
Should be booked for that, shouldn't he? Bruno Fernandes constantly in the referee's ear. They want the foul. They're just trying to buy a foul. It's not a foul. And then he just whips Cody Gakpo. Should be a yellow card.
That's got to be.
How is that not a yellow card?
So cynical. So cynical.
Just cynical. You know, that is exactly is the word. But it is a cross for Dominic Szoboszlai. He's going to whip this towards the back post to Virgil van Dijk, you would feel.
Again, he's going to be a marked by Dallo.
Right then. Sobo's free kick goes in.
Better.
Headed away by United though. Conor Bradley's going to have a chance to recycle it.
Does well, stays up on his feet.
Gets the byline, crosses, wins a corner.
That'll do us.
Liverpool off Dallo.
Better. Can Liverpool now show a little bit of quality from a set piece as well? That'd be good. Come on, boys. Come on.
Virgil trying for a Virgil goal, like.
Please.
Szoboszlai again. Swinger.
Let's go.
Szoboszlai's corner comes in near post.
Whip, boy.
Headed away behind. He might get a second bite at it though. Chests it down.
Good touch.
Polino plays it back.
Wants the angle.
Better angle for Bradley. Deep to the back post. Van Dijk's getting mauled at the back post. Ref says no. He heads it down to the goalie. Goalie!
Ref!
He picked it up twice! He picked it up twice!
Come on, blood! Referee!
He dropped the ball and picked it up! Fuck, it's obvious football!
Referee.
He went to throw it, dropped it, picked it up. It should have been a free kick. And there go United on the attack.
You gotta love it.
He clearly picks that up twice.
And then, and
then it's a foul on Bruno Fernandes by Liverpool. Why isn't that a pick up twice? I don't understand.
Liverpool fan having a tough time of it here. He's moaning that he's just been injured and then he's standing over the free kick anyway. This guy's just a proper narcissist that he is, Bruno.
He dropped that ball, didn't he, and then picked it up again?
Definitely.
Anyway, free kick for Fernandes, near post. Oh, jeez. Nearly an own goal by Cody Gakpo. He tried to clear it. He absolutely shanks it over his own bar in the end. It's a lovely ball by Fernandes. Oh, Liverpool get lucky. I mean, they would have been madly unlucky if it went in. He absolutely shanks it and it just goes over the bar. Goalie was beaten. But it is a corner for United. My heart stopped again.
Literally. Liverpool, it is imperative that we do not concede another goal before half-time here now, Liverpool. Even if we do not score ourselves, we cannot go into half-time 2-0 down.
Right corner kick down for Manchester United, but Bruno Fernandes whips in towards the goalkeeper.
Wow.
Good header by Ibu Konate.
Wow.
Right off his own goal line.
On the line, though. It just looped a little bit above Mamadashvili. He's looking for your fuck me.
Excellent
What kind of game am I in here?
Excellent defending by Ibu Konate. Heads that one away from under his own goal. It was a good ball by Fernandes. That was a good corner and a really good header cleared by Liverpool. Got another one to defend though from the other side. This time it's Mbuemo. Everyone piled in front of the goalkeeper. In it comes. Poor corner. Kerkez clears.
And now he's on the run. He's on the chase. He's got so much ground to make up for Ahmad, though. He's never going to make that up.
It goes back all the way to the
fair
goal.
play to him. Good. He's still going, as Kerkez.
Ball goes long. Konate should deal with that.
He does.
Poor header that though, really.
He had time.
Yeah.
He had a lot more time. He could have done so many things with that. Heading it back to a United shirt was the worst thing he could have done.
And United just played it around Liverpool with some good passing. That was Konate. He had more time than he thought. Little step over by Fernandes doesn't work, but he gets the seconds anyway. Got a bit fortunate. Konate with a good tackle.
That's better. Just going over there and just dealing with trouble.
Yeah, but United have still got it with Ahmad. Good ball by Fernandes to Cunha. Cunha's going to shoot. Mad lad. Good pass though by Bruno. Found Cunha, but his shot. He scored a similar-ish goal, didn't he, for Wolves at Anfield, but he dragged that one miles wide.
He was off balance.
It was a good pass by Bruno to find him. Then Gravenberch battling for the ball. Concedes a throw in on the halfway line. That United will take their time over once again.
42 minutes played. There's probably...
There will be a couple of minutes
yeah,
because McAllister was injured after the goal for a start. But but Man United trying to get in down there. Right. Ibu again. He's had a couple of good interventions in the last few minutes of Konate.
Off the line.
One off the line, a couple of sliding challenges.
You can almost excuse a dodgy header pass out from the back. As United planning a long throw launched into the box by Dallo.
Oh, it's flicked on.
Why?
Goal he got there.
He does, yeah.
That's when he collects. Liverpool could do with getting on the front foot if they can. It rolls out wide to Conor Bradley and Liverpool can build from the right with Salah. Plenty of time.
That's plenty of space as well. Let's go, Salah. Come on.
Mo Salah carries forward. Looks for a pass. Finds Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley time to cross if he wants. Wants to get to the byline though. Instead, Dalot does well to hold him up. Connor's he's forced to retreat. Plays a nice little ball to Gravenberch though. Nice spin from him. Across to Kerkez. He's got Gakpo if he wants to use him. He doesn't. He wants to dink it into the box. United clearance. Liverpool lose out. It's Ahmad, but don't foul him. Just put the pressure on him. Gakpo's going to try and make him clear it, and Ahmad just kicks it straight out of play.
Straight out of play though.
Usually too often you give a super far away, so I'm glad Liverpool didn't do that.
Too over eager.
Liverpool couldn't take the quick throw in though. 2 balls on the pitch. Right, then Liverpool with Virgil van Dijk and Ibu Konate now on the halfway line just before half time. Here's Ryan Gravenberch. He's got Milos Kerkez to his left, but Kerkez can't cross from there. He does. Goes all the way through though. Beats Casemiro on in the end. Back post. I think it was Dalot who clears. And then they just kick it long for Mbuemo to chase. Van Dijk puts the afterburners on and deals with that one comfortably.
Van Dijk is not a happy man at this moment in time. The shakes of his head there said it all.
Right then, Ahmad with the throw. United taking ages, and I think that Michael Oliver's finally telling him to get a move on.
Plays it back to the lit. Plays it into Maguire.
United definitely got an option. They're trying to kick it long over there, aren't they? But they kicked it straight out of the play. It's going to be a goal kick to Liverpool as we approach half time. 45 minutes gone.
4 minutes?
There are 4 minutes. Errol calls it right. And then here's Alexander Isak on the turn on the halfway line. Laser off to Salah. He looks down the line for Conor Bradley. Good run. Conor Bradley's going to play it across, looking for... Marsley didn't quite get there, but...
Liverpool get a corner.
It should be a corner for Liverpool.
Come on, let's finish the half on a high. They sucker punched us. Let's sucker punch them. Let's go. Come on, Liverpool.
I think it's a throw-in, actually. Didn't go across the corner flag, so throw-in taken by Szoboszlai. Conor Bradley. Gravenberch.
Nice.
He's got options. Where's he going to go? Kirkes is there. No, he goes back to Virgil. He goes to Kirkes. Give it to Cody. Been Liverpool's best moments have been when Cody Gakpo's been in this situation. Can he deliver another one? It's a corner instead of Ahmad. Ahmad thinks it came off Gakpo, but the referee disagreed.
Gakpo taking the corner. It's going to be an in-swinger. Big moment. Can Liverpool get a goal back? Can we respond right before half-time? Movement in the box. Let's go. It's
Corner
good.
comes
It's good.
in.
It's good.
It's good out of clearance. So they've defended set piece as well, United. Oh, that was interesting.
Really interesting.
Gravenberch goes all the way back to his goalie.
Mamardashvili.
Well, he's going to kick it left boot, looking for Gakpo again. Does hit him on the back.
That's so unlucky. But that might be a bit of good
Lucky
fortune.
bounce for Liverpool. It's fall to Cody Gakpo. Back to Virgil van Dijk. He's going to dink it back post, looking for Salah. Easily cleared. Only as far as Conor Bradley, though. He lays it off to Salah again.
Get in that box. Get in the box. Get in the box.
Salah does exactly that. Ball into the box. And the free kick is given against Cody Gakpo, I think, on Ahmad, is it? No, on Casemiro. That might be the end of Liverpool's first half. As United take their time.
Size from the back office there. Liverpool found the first 45 really tough, Steve.
I mean, the first minute, there's been chances at either end. It's been like that. Liverpool have had made the chances to get themselves level, but also they're not playing amazing, are they? The back door isn't exactly shut tight, but
Isak battling and not come out on top.
Van Dijk wins.
Bounce just lands fortunately for Mbeumo again.
Man United looking for one more attack before half time. As Ahmad goes up against Kirkes. Kirkes dives in as easily beaten, too easily beaten. Luckily he's recovered. Right then, 1 minute of stoppage time to go with Man United on the attack. This time Kirkes does much better and is clearly fouled. Does well there, Kirkes in the end.
Better.
Knocky Knock says very few positives. This is the best I've seen Kirkes. I mean, a lot of people in the chat have been having a little go at Kirkes. Everything's in the eye of the beholder, I suppose. I think he could be a bit more selective with his crossing, is what I would say. He just sometimes with aimless, he puts it in when there's not much on. But right then, ball goes long. Man United are going to hopefully look to clear that. Szoboszlai plays it down to Gravenberch. Maybe one more attack for Liverpool to end the half. It's Conor Bradley's touch.
It's a big, massive touch, that
Conor Bradley's touch was dreadful.
Awful touch.
But Liverpool have got it back. One more attack maybe from Salah. He plays it round the corner. Maguire clears.
Just made it look too easy for them at times. Everything's stuck with him, but I think he's been brilliant as well. Leading the line for United. There you go, there's
half time. Anfield and Liverpool trailed to that very, very early goal from Brian and Mbeumo after just 1 minute and 1 second. The second earliest goal between these two sides in Premier League history. Since then, Liverpool hit the woodwork with Cody Gakpo. They also had a deflected cross off the back post. Bruno Fernandes clipped the outside of the post. Layman, whatever his name is, makes a good save from Alexander Isak. It's been a pretty even game, really. All the difference is that very early sucker punch. Liverpool aren't happy with the fact that the referee didn't stop the game when Alexis McAllister was clearly involved in a clash of heads or something. But yeah, I'd say it's been very scrappy. They've just got that one little bit of quality what separates it so far.
Massively been scrappy, and that's the one department where United have made improvements this summer in terms of going out there, spending the money on some forwards that, are a little bit more than just being one-dimensional. They're not just, tapping merchants or players that can really just occupy that 18-yard box. They're able to drop deep. They're able to link up the play. They've got a little bit of flair about them. You know, and Bruno's quite a powerful type of player as well. Comes across quite stocky in his build. So, you know, he's happy to be quite physical and get stuck in. And yeah, in that first instance, Manchester United they started with a little bit of an intensity. They looked like they had a little bit of fire in the belly, and Liverpool were really slow to react. Now, what you can say about the referee is I just don't think he's got eyes on the collision at the time, so I don't think he can then judge that it was a head injury. He just sees a player down after the fact. We've kind of just got to continue to play for the whistle. I think we get drawn into them trying to go and win the ball back in that midfield area far too easy, instead of just kind of resetting and just making sure that you keep a high line and at least try and catch them out with the offside trap. So I think there was a few individual errors there that kind of allowed United to really capitalise on the space that we afforded them. From there, you know, the finish, again, I'm going to be a little bit critical of the goalkeeper in the sense that I thought at first when the ball struck, I thought it was a save straight away until I seen the net ripple. The fact that he's able to, you know, find and get it in on the near post there is a little bit disappointing, especially, you know, the fact that I was saying it. Mamardashvili, I'd want him to kind of keep a clean sheet this game. It'd be good for him and his confidence and all the rest of it. I think Liverpool thereafter grew into the game. It did take us a little bit of time to really start to find a little bit of movement up top for us. It was all a little bit slow and sluggish. Wasn't really popping up, pinging the ball around, nowhere near enough as what we would have needed to. And I just think we was unlucky, couple of the opportunities that we did have. But again, I don't think we really made that defensive back line feel uncomfortable enough for them to feel like they're absolutely up against it, you know, backs to the wall type of job. They're not having to defend for their life. Nothing really feels overly last ditch. So I think we've given them too comfortable a 45 minutes. But I don't expect to see the same Liverpool come out and repeat the same mistakes in the second 45. So signs of encouragement are there. I think you'll probably see a United team retreat a little bit more now going into the second half. They'll find ways to just be a little bit more compact, give us even less space to operate in. So Liverpool now are going to have to really pick the moments and provide a little bit of clinical edge where we've struggled to really produce it so far in that first half. So all still to play for it. I'm not massively worried. I'm glad that towards the back end of that first half they didn't concede again. And if it looked like any of the two teams were more likely to score, I'd probably just went with Liverpool towards the end.
Just about, maybe, yeah. Got the stats here then from the first half. Again, I said even game, and I saw people in the comments have a go, but stats kind of bear out that it was really. Liverpool have had 7 shots, but Man United have had 6. We've had 4 on target, they've had 3. And then the possession stats are 60-40. It has been like a game of plenty of opportunities for both sides. Probably a couple of good saves from goalkeepers, some maybe finishes that you'd expect to do better from. And then both teams maybe a little bit unfortunate hitting the woodwork. So it just happens that they got their goal very, very early on. I'm trying to think what I would do if I was on a slot now. And maybe Wirtz for McAllister is one that I'm maybe thinking about. Just maybe a little bit more creativity on the pitch. But also, he would say, listen, we've created 7 shots. You know, we've managed to get 4 shots on target. Some of them have been good chances as well.
Yeah.
Where Liverpool could have scored. So he might be happy with more of the same. But what would you do at half time?
I mean, I don't think we need to be desperate. And I think, you know, people said the Wirtz changed the Chelsea game, and there is that. It all depends on the conversations with McAllister at half time. How does he feel? Is it just, all right, he's just taking a bit of a knock and he's going to be absolutely fine? Or is it a case of, yeah, just, you know, wrap me up in cotton wool a little bit, don't let things get any worse? Obviously, there's still plenty of games that we've kind of really got to consider the bigger picture of at times. Salah's been nearly there. He's not quite been like on full throttle, but there's been signs or glimpses that he's trying to get into the game a little bit more, certainly. I think it just all comes down to how quick we can get into that front three, the service that we can provide. Can we continue to isolate Cody Gakpo against Ahmad, because he seems to be getting a little bit of joy when he's forcing Ahmad to go back the other way. You know, Ahmad wants to be more front-footed. He wants to obviously play that wing-back role and try and get Manchester United on the front foot, which he does, obviously helping them and providing the assist for the goal. But there's been a lot of space on our left-hand side once he does go high up that pitch. So can Liverpool expose that? Maybe do we double up in that space and occupy, get somebody else near Cody Gakpo so we can play the quick 1-2s and we can get him towards the byline a little bit quicker? I just think in that final third, we need to find ways to just be a little bit more snappy with the passes, find a little bit more tempo in there, and start to pull apart that United defence. Because at this moment in time, you've got a defensive De Ligt, who's probably the only one I rate, and how highly I rate him is probably still up for debate. But I still think there's a decent centre half in there. But you've got the likes of Maguire and Shaw in that back line, and if you're Isaacs and Salahs and Gakpo or whoever drops in that midfield after half time, can't really pull them apart and find openings, there are probably bigger alarm bells going off in my mind that there's something not quite right with this Liverpool team. So it's a massive 45 minutes of football for Liverpool, but I still think there's plenty of ways where we can still get loads of joy out of this game from United, because I just don't think they've been brilliant. I don't think they've had good individual performances so far. I think Mbeumo's been good, Ahmad's been good, but we're just making life a little bit too easy for them.
Like I was saying before, I think it's been an even game. I don't think either team have been brilliant. Both teams have had a couple of, like I say, both teams have created a couple of chances. Both teams have been a bit scrappy at the back. Both teams have been a little bit wasteful in possession. Again, I don't think either side is playing particularly well. And it's on Liverpool as the home team, by the way, and the trailing team to improve. When I say even game, I'm not saying like it's been a high standard of game. I don't think it really has. What I would say is that Liverpool have created chances, but we're seeing replays on the TV screen now. United have certainly made a couple of chances. Maybe one or two that you'd have expected to score. I was looking at this one in particular. I think the goalkeeper makes a good save from Mbeumo. Because Kirkes's tackle almost leads to a perfect ball for Mbeumo to score. And thankfully Mamardashvili was quite on top of him. And again, the replays show here's Liverpool's chances. That's kind of what I was saying. Where it's been both teams could easily have scored goals, but they both haven't really had the shooting boots on. I think Gakpo's unlucky to be fair.
He's so unlucky there. He absolutely just spins the lit. Keeper's got no chance. Even this is a good opportunity. Let's
have a look. We've got some super chats. Victor said Bradley is shocking. What's kind of Bradley done wrong? Have I missed something? Isak and Szoboszlai doesn't work. I'd get Frimpong on and Chiesa on for Gakpo and Wirtz for McAllister. Slot is not using them.
I don't think he's that far. I don't think he's in that much of a different position than Ekitike there.
I'll be honest. I think
the refs had a bit of a shocker as well, to be fair.
I think Gakpo's been our most attacking outlet, really, but we all watch things differently. The lack of pace in our squad is a problem, says Joe. Is that like running in behind, Joe? Maybe I do think Liverpool lack a bit of pace. I agree with that. I think they do. At times,
but it's not electric anymore. I think it goes back.
The Mane Salah days are gone.
They're long. But I'm not so obviously I'm not so bothered about them in the here and now. It's more just our ability to have players that are confident enough to just take the ball past the man and just know that the guy in the opposition shirt can't stop me from dribbling past them and just ghosting and I'm gone. And once I'm gone, I've either got acres of space to burst into, or I've pulled somebody else out of space where there's an extra runner now and we've got the man over. And Liverpool just we're not committing enough men. And sometimes when we do draw men out to us, and there might be Salah in moments where Salah gets doubled up on, he dilly-dallies on the ball, so the rest of the back line and the rest of the defensive unit can get set. So we're not really then catching them off guard, because even if you do beat the two men over there, there's another 5 or 6 men all in pretty good positions, all marking Liverpool players. That makes it really difficult for Liverpool to find their man. So I just think we struggle without having that natural flair player in abundance at this moment in time in Liverpool.
I think I'll be trying to get Wirtz on the pitch to hopefully trying to add a little bit of that. AES 1373 says Slot has never had proper adversity or hasn't had to overcome hurdles so far in the Premier. It's the first time he's facing them and he's struggling. What I would say on that, it's good for him that he hasn't had to adversity. We don't know how he reacts to it because he's in the middle of it now. We'll see. I remember Jurgen Klopp's team losing like 6 home games on the run, and then they come out of it. So I don't know. You're right. We haven't got the answers to see how Liverpool respond, but you've got a big second half to try and respond at least now. The last thing Liverpool need is 4 defeats in a row in all competitions. That's just unheard of. 3 Premier League defeats is no good. Honestly, that is for sure. And Danny says if it's the same repetitive shit in the first 15 minutes, I'm going back to sleep. I'm the opposite. I don't think Liverpool have sustained attacks enough. There's been loads of different ways, but it hasn't. The thing I've been a bit annoyed about, and I'll be honest, is I think some of the crossing's been a little bit aimless, and I think we could be better than that. But yeah, sorry, Danny. Hopefully the Reds can keep you entertained,
keep you awake for the next 45.
Jake says I've not enjoyed many games so far, even the wins. I mean, you've got to enjoy the wins, James. Jake, sorry, but I see your point.
I'm not going to lie. So the feeling after some of those.
If you're offering me a 98-minute winner now, I'll bet you.
Oh, mate, I'm here.
Because that's the moment.
The top's coming off. It's me birthday. It's all happening if we go on to win a late winner on this game.
But yeah, it's been a very, very...
Might lose me kecks and everything. God.
I mean, feel free. If you want to go out to bed, feel free. That's absolutely fine. Right then, we're going to go for another quick break. Join us after these messages for the second half of the Watchalong. Hopefully Liverpool can turn things around. See you in a minute. Hey everyone, at the end of October we are going to be giving away this signed Liverpool shirt, and it is not just signed by one LFC legend, it is signed by 5 of them. You've got women's superstar sensation Natasha Dowie, you've got Sammy Lee, you've got Gary McAllister, you've got Bruce Grobbelaar, and you've got goal scoring machine John Aldridge's signature on this shirt. If you want to win it, simply head to redmenplus.com, become a legend tier subscriber, get all of our amazing content in both video and podcast forms, and loads of extra perks and bonuses as well, including this shirt. It was signed at our end of season party, and by the way, Jags from the Ragamuffins, he signed it too, and if you want, or if you don't, whatever, some of the Red Men TV crew can sign it for you as well. It is a truly unique prize. redmenplus.com, become a legend by the end of October and you'll be in the prize draw. Good luck.
We've uncovered a host of Liverpool legends that we believe are owed medals from seasons in the past. It startled me, some of the people we're discussing here, because you just don't expect it.
Jan Molby, what a pass for the football.
He made the game look easy.
Couldn't bring into the team, he was one of the best teams the club's ever had. Going back to the group I was with, Sammy Lee was the one who made it into the first team, but he had to get ahead of Jimmy Case.
Sammy just was so in the infancy of his career.
Although it was frustrating, I knew even when the time come, then I'd be ready.
Phil Neal, the most decorated Liverpool player of all time.
Dad liked him, and Liverpool signed him.
The chief scout, he said to me, I went home and told Bob Paisley, go and buy him now.
I don't think anyone can speak about David Fairclough without saying super sub.
Part of the conversation I had with Bob Paisley while I was away seemed to intimate that perhaps they were tiring a little bit of me.
Gary Gillespie was huge.
Tasked with the job of breaking up Adam Hansen and Mark Lawrence.
Ronnie Rocket. He just took the league by storm.
No one was going to knock him off the ball. Battering ram who could go through defenders.
Now it's about getting the Liverpool legends. You've just heard all about the medals. They were never officially awarded.
And we're back. Welcome back. Just under 2 minutes to go on in until the start of the second half. What was that?
I'm like, is it welcome back?
I thought you were doing like 6-7. I thought you were doing that whole thing. Yeah, we'll wait and see if either side makes any changes at the break. We'll wait and see on that one. I've seen a few comments here saying Liverpool need to bring Jurgen Klopp's football back. Liverpool need to bring but also this time last year, I think everyone was made up Liverpool were just winning games with Arne Slot because they weren't as mad. But then when it's going, you always just want what isn't going for you, I suppose. What I would say is that Liverpool just need to fucking win this game and improve. Because no one was saying that this time last year under this manager and this group of players. But yeah, we'll see how it all pans out.
We move.
Ash B. Harry says, maybe Vert for McAllister. I would do that sub. That's the sub I would do if I was making a change right now. But we'll wait and see.
Szoboszlai for
McAllister off and Vert on is what he said. That's right. I think just because Liverpool need to score 2 goals.
Let's go, Redmen. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the energy we need.
No, you're right. What about me? Who's put the cricket on?
The guys.
It's definitely not me.
The producers.
I could do that.
Shall we just start doing cricket watch-alongs instead? Who started India? Who would they play?
England's women v India women in the Cricket World Cup. I mean,
why not?
No,
Maka looks like he's coming back out onto the pitch. He's still got his polo hat on. Canate. Better from him at times. I think he's played one really good pass.
I just watched the replay in there, by the way, of the goal. Because it's hard sometimes when you're in here.
Go on.
I think Van Dijk is the one who should do a lot better. I think
a
lot of people are putting the blame on maybe Kerkers, maybe the goalie, maybe Canate. Van Dijk is just jogging. And Mbeumo runs off him.
Spins him and runs off him.
And if Van Dijk just makes his run, then that
makes it harder for him to make that easy straight. You've made the diagonal run, made it easy.
I think it's easy sometimes to
get in his way, slow him down a little bit.
I think Kanate's been very, I understand they've been heavily criticised in recent weeks. So sometimes you're automatically thinking, it's been Ibu again. I think actually looking back at it, I think Virgil was the one who should have done better. And actually Kanate's having a pretty solid game, all told. He saved Liverpool a couple of times, that's for sure. Anyway, second half about to get underway. Liverpool got everyone lined up on their right wing, so I'm guessing the ball's going long over here. Let's find out. Here is Van Dijk. Here is that long ball over here. Liverpool got 4 men up there. Can someone get there? Do you want to throw in? Hey!
Come on, ref.
Mason Mount just launches Conor Bradley. Should have been a free kick, but we'll just take the throw and we'll carry on. Right.
Let's go, come on. Remember who you're playing here, boys. Let's go and absolutely smoke these in this second half. Kickers wants to go on the outside. Wants to go on the overlap.
Gakpo to Gravenberch. Inside to Konate. He can go wide again if he wants to Salah, and does. Yeah. Salah one-on-one with Dalot. Plays it down the line. Good ball to Bradley. Bradley just gets himself in a bit of a tangle. Oh, air shot from Conor Bradley. Just come off a standing foot. It was a good move, though, for Liverpool to start the second half. But Conor Bradley just air kicks one. Hits the standing leg. Goal kick to United. Good first encouraging signs for Liverpool, and then he has
so frustrating when that shit happens, you know. So frustrating. You're building yourself up for something magical to happen, and then he absolutely just spoofs it like that. You think, oh gosh. Right, and we're back off. Lamens has launched it long. Van Dijk heads up rather than forward. He has to head his own ball again.
Bruno Fernandes under a bit of pressure. Liverpool. That wasn't a foul.
Wow. Cody Gakpo would judged to have given a foul.
Didn't look like a foul to me. But Michael Oliver disagrees. Where's the foul? Let's see the foul. That isn't a foul, though. Where's the foul there?
What are we watching?
Aye. Free kick to Manchester United then. Is he going to dink this to the back post with Fernandes or Mbuemo? Let's see, they've gone wide, they're going to cross it in. It's Ahmad with Kerkez on him. Get back, Liverpool are going to have to face a good cross.
Well done,
blocked by Szoboszlai, like a Liverpool break!
Come on, punish them, dog, punish them! Why so slow?
He had no one there.
I know.
Szoboszlai finds Gravenberch, he plays it down the line looking for Gakpo. And he fouls Luke Shaw. Just didn't quite work out. That was a foul, that one. Shaw did well. Could Szoboszlai have found Salah? Maybe, I don't know.
I'm going to keep my cool. I'm not going to lose.
Szoboszlai did well, though, originally, didn't he? Let's see.
He did brilliant there.
To be fair, United do get numbers
back. I just don't think Salah's run's great either.
This pass could be better, though, from Gravenberch, I'd say that. Unless United player got a touch on the ball first, I don't know. It should have been a foul for us. Actually, looking at that one, I think Gravenberch was fouled as he played it, but
I just don't think Salah's run helped. They start to run in towards goal.
Yeah, didn't really make it easy for Szoboszlai
to find him at all. I just think the decision making there was a little bit bizarre. There was a really good chance for Liverpool to.
Anyway, let's go again with Szoboszlai ball.
That's better. Play forward.
Gives it to Bradley. Liverpool looking. Have to go back. United got plenty of men back again.
Yeah, they're going to now. What are they going to expect this? This is
that lack of pace we spoke about before, by the way, it showed it there a little bit. There was no pace in that. United and Mbuemo sprinting back. Liverpool didn't really have anyone. Szoboszlai is quite quick, but it's hard, I suppose, when you're carrying that ball. But yeah, there wasn't much pace in the Mo Salah of old makes a straight run, I think, there, doesn't he? Here it is, Mo Salah around the corner for Isaac. He's clearly fouled.
Come on, he's fouled.
So is he.
Come on now, ref. Just get the goal, and then just make this a tasty game all of a sudden. It really turns up.
Early on. Liverpool going to have a chance early on to get the ball into the box from wide, set piece. If he's taking a short, though. Salah now dinks it in, look back post. For Gakpo, takes a touch. Cody Gakpo shoots! Hits the post again! Are you messing me?
He's at the post 3 times, 3 times.
And now Man United might look to counter. Be careful here, Reds. Here's Mbuemo on the halfway line. When you looks out, sometimes you looks out. Gravenberch just defends well, and it's clearly fouled.
He might have done his ankle there. That was a bad one.
Cody Gakpo hits the post again.
Oh, Lordy.
How's your luck sometimes, man?
It's gone. It's out.
He does so well, Errol, because watch this.
Kill it down.
Little touch. Little drift inside. Goes for the curler off the post.
Keeper rooted again. I don't know if
he's in some pain, Ryan Gravenberch. He kind of tangled with Mbuemo, didn't he?
It looked bad, you know. Steve, I'll genuinely be honest, I didn't like the look of it. Look at this again now on the replay. It's there.
It just got a little twist on the ankle, didn't he?
Yeah, as his standing foot's just in the ground, it just twists. That's never a good look. Oh, fuck's sake. Not what we wanted. Not what we wanted. Wait.
Right there, Gravenberch down. Liverpool might be forced into a sub if he can't continue.
I'd be surprised if he could after that because...
We'll see how he goes. Little twist on the ankle, wasn't it? Oh, I can't believe how's your luck for Cody Gakpo?
Shocking. Really shocking.
I'm going to see if he's okay. It looks like he's going to give it. It looks like he's going to be all right to carry on.
Hopefully, I hope so. Because boy, I panicked. Sometimes you know when you just roll the ankle like that, it can be a very sore one.
Fingers crossed. He's
51 minutes played.
Looks like he's going to get back on.
What I will say, Liverpool started the second half so much better than we did the first.
Yeah.
Already created a couple of big openings.
But then Mamadashvili kicks it long. Isak wins his header. United just kick it straight clear.
And Mbuemo's just
chase the goalie, so he's just got to kick it long again. Can Liverpool with Isak again win another header? No, Maguire beats him to it. Liverpool have won the seconds though really well.
That was really well done.
Szoboszlai, innit? Szoboszlai to Bradley.
Back to him. He wanted it. He was calling for it there, Szoboszlai.
Here's Kerkez joining in. He's got Gakpo again. Poor Paul.
Oh, and ref!
He slid right through though as Ahmad. He won the ball and then went sliding into Cody Gakpo. He did clear the ball, but then he went sliding through him. Let's see, wins the ball.
Really hard? I don't know.
Oh, it's dangerous. Is that not red?
It's dangerous, that.
Let's see. No, it's yellow. It was on the boot. I see why he's thinking I cleared the ball, but then he is reckless with the follow-through.
Just make sure, though, he brings his foot up. He makes sure he gets contact.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing, didn't he?
Yeah.
Ahmad's booked. And Liverpool have a set piece.
Come on.
And also, by the way, Kerkez is lucky there that we got something out of that. Anyway, free kick comes in near post, headed over his own bar by Harry Maguire. It's going to be a corner to the Reds.
The fridge magnet, man.
Kerkez was lucky there because his pass was atrocious. That Liverpool got something out of that.
Keeper's diving on the floor for. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is the worst United team I've seen. And God knows how long. Liverpool, just rise up, do something for me.
Right then, Liverpool do have a corner kick that Cody Gakpo is going to take.
This is it.
Gakpo goes deep. Volley by Salah over the bar. He hits into the ground and it bounces over the bar. It's a tough one. It's a tough technique, but you'd expect Mo Salah to connect better. Maybe Van Dijk puts him off. Maybe even being kind. I think even Salah just knows he should have done better.
Being kind.
Yeah, no, he should have done better. I'm just trying to explain why he didn't. But yeah, Salah should have done better with that one. And to go kick to Manchester United. Then they put the ball in the right back position with Conor Bradley. Play good ball to Gravenberch. How's the ankle, Ryan? Maybe okay. As Salah flicks it on. Wins it back to Isak. Go on, Liverpool on the break. It's Alexander Isak.
Don't go on you.
I think he was trying to find Cody Gakpo. Corner to Liverpool off Luke Shaw. I think Isak was looking back post for Gakpo. Liverpool certainly piling on a bit of pressure now. And Szoboszlai has got the chance with the outswinging corner. Liverpool then in front of the Kop. Kanate, Van Dijk, Salah, Gakpo, Gravenberch, Isak, all in there, plenty of options. Can Szoboszlai find one of them? Corner comes in, ball trickles around, give a foul against I don't know what that was for. De Ligt went down, I don't know how, but Michael Oliver give the free kick. Arne Slot isn't happy.
Deep breaths. Still plenty of time in this. Liverpool just need to find a way to get the ball over the line, and I think the game just flips completely.
Right, then United go long. Canate heads clear, but the bouncing ball falls the way of United. Here's Ahmad up in Kirkers.
Go on, lad.
Takes it off and
then push the ball right back in his path. Fucking taking the piss.
Right, then United go long again. And the mad thing is, right there, if Kirkers gets that away, Ahmad can't foul him.
No, I know. It's what I mean.
He's
just
on a yellow.
The one thing he just shouldn't have done was just play it right back into his path.
Liverpool, that's poor. Liverpool go long straight through to the goalkeeper.
The ball is now played out.
Liverpool have got themselves. Man United have been rubbish this half, I'll tell you that. He just kicked it straight out of the play there. Can Liverpool?
I don't think they've strung more than 3 or 4 passes together in the second half so far, United.
Can Liverpool capitalise though? Here's Mamardashvili to Gravenberch under pressure. Goes back to his goalie. He kicks long. Kirkhead wins his header.
That's a good header.
But unfortunately,
only to Maguire.
Yeah, Maguire does really well actually. And here come United on the break down the left. Mount onto Dallow.
Bradley's been sent to the wing back.
Koros comes in.
That's really well done. Now can Liverpool? That's better from Salah.
Taken out.
On. Fucking fed up with this shit.
Casemiro goes into the bucket. It's a cynical one on Mo Salah. He had no intention
of winning that ball at all. He just couldn't be arsed. He hasn't got the legs for it. At all.
Say he's injured. He's just time wasting, isn't he?
Get out of here, bro.
Just takes the yellow for taking off the team, doesn't he? That's all that is. That's it's just stopping the counter attack, isn't it? He's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. Get him off the pitch. That's a yellow card for Casemiro. Is that going to be the end of his game? Maybe that's what they're thinking. I think he's all right. These have been shite, is what I would say. Is he going off? Maybe he's been booked. Ugarte on. They're also going to bring on, is that Dorgu coming on?
Yeah, Dorgu.
So it's a double change for United. Casemiro goes off for Dorgu.
Will he go on for Ahmad?
Because he's on a yellow, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, it is Ahmad. So both of the United players that had just been shown yellow cards have now been replaced. Amram's not fancying his chances.
Don't blame him, to be fair, guys.
Yeah, fair enough.
Don't want to go down to 10, do they? Liverpool back on the way. It's Mamardashvili with the ball. Plays them at Gravenberch on the turn. Just about keep hold of it. Liverpool, yeah, done well. Szoboszlai helps out.
Bit of luck there, but Liverpool on the break now.
There's Cody Gakpo. Left hand side, cuts inside. Fouled, surely. No, not given. Goes down again.
Foul. No.
Both times, Michael Oliver says play on. And there's Brian Mbeumo looking to break. Careful, boys. Van Dijk dived in, didn't get there. Here comes Cunha across the halfway line. No foul given against Van Dijk. We're still playing on. Can someone make a tackle, please, Reds?
This is hard. This is hard work.
Anyway, United have gone backwards. That was a very scruffy minute. Van Dijk dived in. They got lucky that it didn't cost them. Here's the first touch for Dorgu. No, it's not. It's going straight over his head.
The lid's just lowered way past him. Gravenberch on the ball. Come on, our mark. Liverpool turn up now.
Here's Ryan Gravenberch. He's got Bradley out wide. No, should probably give that to Bradley, shouldn't he? Instead he goes back to Canate.
Come on.
Here's Virgil van Dijk. Strides across the halfway line. Little dink inside to McAllister. Back to Szoboszlai. Back to McAllister. Back to Szoboszlai. Bouncing ball. Fouls Mo Salah's way. It's Alexis McAllister's shot. Just over.
Just always rising, really. Unfortunately, he was just always just.
Alexis McAllister looking like a water polo player with his little swimming hat on. It was some neat football in the end. It was a bit fortunate how it felt to McAllister, and he's just always leaning away. Just always rising over the bar. They had the fans in the cop, hands on heads as well. As United make their next change, then Sesko's coming on.
Who's he going to take off? It'll be interesting. Will it be Mount? Do you reckon?
Maybe, yeah. There you go. Cunha's going to drop back a little bit.
For what it's worth, I think hammering up until this point done a little bit of a blinder, but we are about to introduce Hugo Ekitike, Curtis Jones and Florian Wirtz ourselves, so slot going for three.
Triple sub for Liverpool. Yeah, and Nita just says, where's our subs? Well, there they come. Gavin Birch is going off after that knock on the ankle.
Yeah, makes sense, mate.
He's the first one off.
Which is probably goes against the planning, because it probably would have been McAllister on another day, but you can see that he's feeling it.
So sub number 1 is Gravenberch off. McAllister's coming off as well. That's sub number 2. 2 changes in midfield, and then we'll see who. Is it going to be Isak or is it going to be someone else for Ekitike? We'll find out. No, it's kind of Bradley.
Which means
Szoboszlai's going to go and play it right back. It's a very attack-minded Liverpool now. So we are going to see Isak and Ekitike on the pitch together, and Florian Wirtz. So it's going to be a midfield 3 of.
Is it no?
Jones. Wirtz. Is it 4-2-4?
4-2, yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, 4-2-4 for Liverpool then. You're going to have a front 2 of Isak and Ekitike for Man United to deal with.
They can't.
Dominic Szoboszlai's gone to right back, but for now, United have the ball. Kanate takes it off them.
Come on, let's be quick then.
Szoboszlai finds the ball from Ekitike to Isak. Can't quite find Salah though. And United just hoofed that one clear.
Let's make these lot panic now. You put your big guns on, you need a reaction.
First of all, though, Man United, what a ball by Fernandes. And Mbeumo is touched just about letting down. But United on the attack then. And Mbeumo crosses. Kanate heads clear.
There was time there.
Only as far as
Dorgu.
Good ball inside.
Fucking too easy, that.
Kanate with another great block.
Come on!
Good block by Kanate to deny Bruno Fernandes.
Come on.
Long throw incoming, it looks like, for the visitors. Where's he going? Taking the time here, Andy. I think Dallow's come over. Yeah, Harry Maguire's gone up the pitch though as well. Here comes that long throw into the box. Headed clear by the Reds. Can we break on the counter? With Szoboszlai kicks it long to Salah. Oh, I just couldn't quite get it. And United have it back with Luke Shaw. They're going to go long. Don't think he'll keep that in.
No, he won't. Come on, let's go. Front foot, let's go. Let's do. What are we doing? Fuck's sake.
I think the throw in went straight to Man United there. Was that Kirkhead? You just I don't know what I couldn't. It wasn't showing.
Stupid.
It wasn't showing the game anyway, was it? Anyway, Liverpool a very attacking lineup. Salah, Isak, Ekitike, Wirtz, Gakpo, all on the pitch. Can Liverpool make the break through and get the back on level terms as Gakpo wins the ball?
Gakpo. Go on.
And finds Ekitike.
Well done.
Good touch inside.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hugo Ekitike from distance.
That's not what I'm talking about. But I like the intention. Get on the pitch and make shit happen. That's what needs to happen more. Come on.
I admire the first bit. I question the second bit.
Very much.
But like you said, he has a go, beats his man, cuts inside. I think he has to play that. He's got Wirtz and Salah.
He should be playing it.
He has to give that to Wirtz.
But he's a striker and he's going to be selfish.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, at least Anfield reacted to Hugo Ekitike. Bit of injection of pace into the game. As Van Dijk wins a big header. Maguire nods it back into the halfway line. Jones does really well and Wirtz takes over. Finds Kirkes.
Come on, we got bodies over there now.
Kirkes has crossed.
Bodies!
Salah! Misses!
Bloodfire, are you mad? Are you mad? What are you doing, Mohamed Salah? What are you doing?
Anna Slot says, get going again. I thought he'd scream. I don't know how he misses that. But Liverpool worked it so well, and as it falls to Salah, you just think he's going to score. Takes a touch and just puts it wide. Don't even know. Let's see the replay. It's not even close.
No, there's nowhere near close.
I think he's trying to cut across it.
Fucking Stewart takes one on the head for him.
Salah knows. Chances are there for Liverpool. Someone's got to take them.
Said to you, if we just find that clinical edge, we have too much for them in this second half already, mate. We could have been out of sight here.
For now, though, United come on the attack. Dorgu looking to get in behind Szoboszlai and does.
Just muscled them. Cross
comes in. Kerkez. I think Van Dijk plays it off Kerkez's face over our own bar. To be fair, right? I think Van Dijk wellies did at Kerkez's head. He does as well. Kerkez is doing exactly what he's meant to do. And Van Dijk just webs it off. Van Dijk got very lucky that didn't be an own goal. Remember when Van Dijk played it off Robertson against West Ham? It was very similar to that. Thankfully, Liverpool got away with that one.
I can't believe what I'm watching.
Kerkez was just going to nod that away, but Van Dijk said shout. Maybe he didn't shout. Anyway, what it's led to is a corner to United. Fernandes dinks it high towards the back post. It's going to come down with snow on it. Maguire nods it across. And Szoboszlai away. Liverpool need to get out. It's going to come back in from Dalot into the box. Virgil's under it, so is Sesko. Virgil wins. Well, I think maybe Sesko got a touch with it first, it's the goalie. And here we go again with Milos Kerkez.
Go on, lad. This is your job. Just hold that space there.
Kerkez, Jones. Jones thinks it to the right. Usually looking for Salah. Poor ball. Salah might get there ahead of Dorgu. No, he doesn't. Salah wins the seconds, though. Fair play to him. The pass from Jones was miles off, really. Yeah. Salah did well to rescue that.
Jones again on the ball now, though, gets a chance to redeem himself. Plays it out to Kerkez. Kerkez plays it back into Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk plays it through to Florian Wirtz.
Come on. Here's Konate carrying it forward then. Plays it into Wirtz, into Szoboszlai. Liverpool knocking it round.
It always feels like we're just going to fucking leave it late to do whatever we... and then that goes
Tell you what, mate, Virgil is not having a good game.
Whichever way around we break this shit down, yeah, whatever happens, it's going to be left late again. Liverpool just don't want to turn up for the majority of games.
Virgil's having a poor game.
Yeah, I'm like you, love. Sitting here like that, girl. Fucking feel it for you.
I love the captain, of course. He's had plenty more good than bad, but he's not having a good game today. Anyway, for now, United on the ball, halfway line with Dorgu. Fernandes, around the corner. Liverpool win it back, yeah.
Come on then. No.
Here we go. Here's Jones. He's got plenty of options. He looks for Cody Gakpo, good defending by Darlow, I think. No, yeah, it was Darlow. Cut it out. Can Liverpool get it back? Kerkez does just that. Oh, he's unlucky there. And it falls to Bruno. He finds Cunha, beats Szoboszlai. You've got to get running. Szoboszlai just about gets back, but Cunha has the ball. Switches. Oh, he's beating Szoboszlai again, this time to Dorgu. Cross, edge of the box, and Liverpool will clear with Jones. Sobo's having a bit of a tough time defensively. That's going to happen, I think, now, as Liverpool try and get back in the game. Right, then Liverpool got men forward here. If Hugo Ekitike can do something here, he is wide left. Ekitike into the box. Ekitike shot just wide. Just wide as well. He's having a good impact on the game, though. But Liverpool are, like I say, 22 minutes to get back into this one. That's not too... it's probably a yard wide. I actually thought it was closer than it was on the replay, to be honest. I thought it just snuck past the post, but it's probably a good yard wide.
I like him on coming in off that left-hand side, though. He looks very quick.
Yep. Man, that's going to be a long thing to take in.
I low-key wanted the performance as well because it was my birthday, but I feel like that's kind of being greedy right now and asking for too much. So I'll just take the 3 points. Just
score one goal first, mate. How long is this taking?
I don't know. Just put the 3 points in the bag, bro, and let me go about my day.
This is taking forever, this.
I'm not going to be able to go outside after this.
Right then, ball back to United's goalkeeper.
Absolute fuckers.
Kicks it long. Konate wins his header. Couldn't pick up the seconds though. Wirtz is battling for it. And he's done well there. Liverpool win a throw in. That Wirtz will take quickly.
How many times are we just going to throw the ball back to them?
Oh. United nearly give it away again. They have just kicked it back to Liverpool.
Yeah, they have. Fair play, but still.
Anfield is asking for more. Right then, Canate into the United half. Isak drops it off into Jones. Kirkers. He's got Gakpo down this line if he wants to use him. Does. Liverpool trying to recycle the ball down the left with Curtis. He's going to cut inside. Who's he looking for? A little 1-2 maybe? No. RTK. United got everyone behind the ball though.
Yeah, 70 minutes played. United have got no reason to want to try and press Liverpool hard. They just want to stay compact, give them as little space as possible to operate.
It's just into a good area though, and he's put in a good ball. It's headed up rather than away by United. Goalkeeper should claim now. Oh, I thought he was going to drop that for a second.
He was going to drop that behind the goal.
Just about handled it in the end though, maybe. It looked like he'd made a mess of that. Just about held on though. Did he? Am I making things up or did he nearly drop that? Yeah, he nearly jumped past it, didn't he? Right. United have got up the pitch, I mean, left hand side again. Oh, it's so frustrating. United go long again, this time straight away. These are just fucking...
But yeah, fucking Doggo ain't giving up on it though. He's let it go though. Yeah, just couldn't keep it. These are proper shit. This is what I'm saying to you. These are so bad.
How? You're not and the manager's going to bring Federico Chiesa on for Alexander Isak.
Fan favourite in Chiesa. I think the claps from the Anfield crowd are more to see for the sight of Chiesa than the performance of Isak there. But either way, Chiesa's on the pitch, and Liverpool have pretty much rolled all of the dice in terms of attacking.
The last one left will be Rio at some point, maybe later on. They've got one sub left. Now though, Liverpool kick it long, United clear. Long ball over the top for Sesko. Is he in? He is in.
Though.
Canate does amazingly well. He was offside.
I told you he was offside. Why can't if I can see it and I'm sat all the way over here, how's the line just not saying?
Canate's asking the same thing. You've just made me stretch my hamstring out. He's miles off. Just pick the flag up. Canate did really well again. He wasn't to know it was offside.
No, he wasn't, but now the line defo knew.
All's well that ends well.
Come on now, boys. Let's just go and get a goal now and then build from there.
Here's Florian Wirtz, then carries it down the right-hand side. Cuts
Come
inside.
On, flow, lad.
Florian Wirtz, Mo Salah. Cross straight to the keeper. Salah's having one again. He really is at times.
Trying to get him involved more has been more detrimental than anything else. Because he is all round.
These are fucking crap.
What are they? Bro,
come on, Liverpool, let's go. United just kick it straight back to Liverpool.
You can't play ball, boys. How? You can't turn up to your own house and treat you like a guest, bro. Come on.
Here's Ibu Konate then. What's he got? Good ball, actually, to Szoboszlai. Here's his poor, though, actually, in the end. Oh, sorry, it was Chiesa. I was wondering why the right back was up there. It was Chiesa. Liverpool have won it back, though. Curtis Jones. Inside. Chiesa. Forced to Jones again. And it's cleared in the end. Oh, I thought we were in. And we look like we're nearly in. And here come United on the break. Ball round is going to trickle through to Mamardashvili. I don't know who tackled Chiesa, but it was a good one. Anyway, Liverpool have got it back again. Jones again. Gakpo with plenty of men in the box.
Get it in the box.
Plays it to the back post over everybody. Just a bit too much on that one. Liverpool knocking on the door, but not quite hard enough.
Knocking on the door. Yes, Khalifa. Man like the dread man in there. Fuming a bit.
Long ball by United. That Van Dijk clears. Can Szoboszlai keep
it?
Yeah.
Well done.
Can. It's good.
Well done.
Szoboszlai. No, good by
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Well done.
Chiesa was fouled, though. No, Chiesa was fouled.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Ref got to blow the whistle for that.
Did, yeah.
The 1-2.
Liverpool went for the 1-2. Chiesa was fouled. Ref did give that one, to be fair to him. Free kick. That's
nice football, nice build-up there on that right-hand side, though, as well, to be fair to us. But
much better in terms of one-touch stuff. Here is Florian Wirtz.
Come on, movements in front of him, though, boys. Everyone's standing around like fucking statues.
Curtis Jones carries it through the middle. Still going, Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones shoots straight at the keeper.
That's all right, though. That's all right. I'll take that. Better.
First bit was good. Again, just a little bit of a lack of ferocity on the left-footed shot. Bit of intent from Jones, though. Beats a man. Beats second, really. Goes wide. Just doesn't get enough on the shot. Here's Mbuemo. Tries to go around Kanate. Doesn't have it again. He was really well. And Liverpool can go again with Szoboszlai. Sobo's asking someone, he needs a pass. Drops it off to Curtis. Space then for Ekitike, leftish. He's going to play it inside to Jones. He's got Szoboszlai if he wants him, does. United again, everyone behind the ball. Here's Cody Gakpo. Up against Diego Dallo. Gakpo. Looking for the overlap. Crosses instead. United half clear it. Virtual collect and does. Finds Salah. Finds Szoboszlai. Cuts inside. Liverpool still playing. Salah tackled Dorgu corner. Liverpool trying to pile on the pressure. United withstanding it so far. Corner kick. I mean, there's a lot of attacking players on this pitch now. Can one of them find a goal? Let's go. Come on, Liverpool, for God's sake. Szoboszlai corner. I think it come off United's head. Yeah, Gakpo heads it onto the defender. Corner again. No, I'd say it was number 30. That's Sesko. Not to behind. Corner again. Next one. Headed up rather than away. Wirtz nods it. Oh, it's a poor header by Wirtz. Straight to Brian Mbuemo. Salah. Oh, brilliant by Van Dijk to win it back though. And even better by Ekitike. Ekitike inside the box. Ekitike! Wirtz! It's bounced around. It's madness. Chiesa! Goal! And Cody Gakpo scores! And equalises! I think he's onside. Get in!
Come on.
It was a big old panic at times. But in the end, it fell Liverpool's way and Cody Gakpo taps in from close range. Frimpong was just about to come on. Maybe the manager sits him back down now.
United have offered 4 calls.
I need to make sure there's an offside first because it was tight. That's me worry. Let's see. No, he's not. The boot on the line. He's not offside. It's a goal. He's onside. Brilliant. The lad sliding in plays him on. Dorgu plays him on. It's a goal. Get in. Claire's just texted me saying Lucas is watching. Sorry for swearing, Lucas. Love you, mate.
Yeah, sorry for any profanities, little man.
Daddy and Uncle Errol are sorry.
Very, very much so.
We're watching the Reds. Come on, Liverpool! And it's 1-1 on Liverpool. And it's Federico Chiesa with another assist.
I know. Come on, boys.
I think the lad's sliding in. It ends up playing him onside in a cruel twist of fate for United. We'll take it every day. And it's 1-1.
They've offered nothing in this second half, though.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Sobo at right back. I think the manager identified that because he was bringing Frimpong on. I wonder if he still does it. Anyway. Here's Dorgu.
Not on stupid. We've got time.
I think Dom on the ball's playing well. I think without it, he's having a tough time. Anyway, it's a long throw coming from Man United.
Chiesa winner. Scenes. I'm here for it.
I'm
here for it.
Long throw in first though. Liverpool got to defend this from Dorgu. Into it comes. It's back to the full back. Chiesa.
Well done. Sorry, much better. That'll do us.
It's not going to go out though.
It's not going to go out, but you do.
Foul given against Dorgu. Szoboszlai Quick free kick at Dorgu. Is he going to get booked for that? No? Ref says no. Are you allowed to just stand in front of our free kicks then, yeah? You're allowed to just stand in front of the free kick, yeah?
Allegedly, apparently so. That's what we're doing. Yeah, Frimpong.
He was about to bring Frimpong on. He's changed his mind. 10 minutes to go, plus injury time then.
Come on, we need a dagger now. Dagger.
Throw into Liverpool.
Bad D's up for the last 10 minutes.
There's a lot of attacking players on the pitch, I'll say that. Chiesa, lovely ball around the corner to Salah, into the middle of the pitch. Liverpool, Kanate does well. That's a bit scruffy though.
Come on, we got a chance to get the foot on the ball.
Yeah,
well done.
Man on. No, lovely by Vert. Federico Chiesa's touch is dreadful.
But he still would have backed though.
Salah might get there. Dorgu does well. Come on, let's go.
On the stretch.
This is an
Now they look nervy. They look shook. Let's go.
Liverpool a bit chaotic. Maybe need to calm things down again. Come on, lads. Take your time. You win a throw in the end. Chiesa a couple of times. Looks too amped up. Just chill, Fred. Throw in. Liverpool take then. Anfield. Liverpool got so many attackers on the pitch. Arne Slot will gamble. I'll tell you that.
He's had to gamble.
Here's Dominic Szoboszlai. Down the right hand side to Federico Chiesa. Cuts inside, crosses. Easy clearance, you would think, for United. Only as far as
Curtis Jones. That'll do us.
Liverpool can go down the left this time. Vert. Kerkez. Gakpo. Jones. Cross to the back post. Salah's takes it away.
Just took it away from Chiesa. Can't keep it in either.
I don't think, to be fair,
he was onto it, but
I don't think he knew. United are about to bring on Lenny Yoro and Kobe Mainoo. They're slowing it down now, these.
And he's done it again.
I
think he did this time, yeah.
Throw into Liverpool, so I was like, let that one go. I'll give him the benefits of the doubt. I think he did. Come on, boys, someone's going to come and get the throwing off him. Well, that's a weird throw. Goes back to his goalie. He has to just kick it. He was fuming at that man, but that's Philly. Don't throw me that, lad. United then have got the loose ball. Here goes Cunha into the box. Defended well by Szoboszlai, corner to United. That all came from his rubbish throw.
Just dodgy.
His poor throw-in leads to a Man United corner. Striking news says, come on Liverpool, Errol needs his birthday present. It's time to deliver it.
Bro.
First one, can Liverpool please defend this corner? And then we'll go from there.
Yeah. I'll second that. If we can just go on that counter-attack off the back of it, that'd be brilliant.
Corner for Fernandes. Go short to Mbuemo. He strikes. Go back into the box. Maguire! And United have scored again. Fuck. Just as Liverpool got back into the game. A lucky bounce, a good cross, a good header, and Liverpool are trailing again.
What did I say about this guy? This is why he was playing. This is why he was playing, for moments like that. Because he delivers moments like that. He's had moments like that down the years at Anfield.
What was that? I'll have to see the replays to see exactly what happened. But it was the block shot from Mbuemo.
We're all expecting somebody else to do us our favours.
Let's see. Mbuemo's shot is blocked. Cross comes back in. I mean, there's no one at the back post. There's three of them there. Let's see. It's a good cross. It's a good header. I mean, there's three men at the back post.
There's fucking three of them queuing up. They're all queuing up, waiting for a turn.
It's a good header. He's an easy header, really. Harry Maguire.
Easy.
3 minutes.
That's his MO. That's his MO. You give him one of them chances.
The ball by Fernandes is unbelievable. Liverpool haven't got back into it. Need to get back into it again.
I can't even be arsed.
And from chasing 3 points now, they have to go back and chase 1.
Can't be arsed fucking getting back into it again.
Just a killer.
Mate, you lose your title defence to United at home. It's long. It's a long way back. They put yet Lenny Yoro on there as well. Now to just seal it up. Yeah.
Right, Liverpool need to react.
Me breath.
It's hard to break it down because it's hard to see, but there was three. All I know is there was 3 United players at the back post. Don't know where our players were.
has come on as well.
Liverpool have brought Jeremy Frimpong on for Mo Salah.
Yeah. Really, really disappointing there.
They've done nothing all half.
And it all came from that stupid throw. They've absolutely done nothing. Nothing all half.
It was a lovely cross by Fernandes, invited Maguire to score, but
just stuck her in the one area where there was an overload of white shirts.
It's hard to analyse. We don't know who was marking who or what, but
percentage.
Anyway,
ball.
Liverpool got some attacking to do with Jones to Gakpo. Szoboszlai. Frimpong. First real attacking opportunity for him. Gets to the byline. Good cross. Oh! It's a big chance for Gakpo. And he heads wide. He should have scored. Big opportunity. Oh, he should have scored. It's brilliant by Frimpong. Oh, it's a sitter. It's an absolute sitter from Gakpo. He got 1 goal. He should have had 2.
He could have had 5.
He's been unlucky with the ones at the post. That isn't unlucky. That's just a poor header by Liverpool's Dutch winger. Oh, it's not even close. It's miles wide as well. The positive is there's chances to be had. And it was good by Frimpong. Right then. The ball's at the wrong end of the pitch as far as Liverpool are concerned with Matthias Cunha, although that's not a foul, and it's a foul. Liverpool don't need that now. Oh, this is grim. And Liverpool, as it stands, will have lost 3 Premier League games on the bounce. 4 in all comps. It's a sickener. Aye. This is tough now, man.
Yo, hey, it's a wrap.
Free kick, and Buemo crosses this one in. It was another Man United header, this time they licked over the bar.
And Liverpool are on the attack. Go on, Kirkers. Go on.
Gakpo finds Hugo Ekitike to Florian Wirtz. Right in the corner, just didn't quite find Chiesa. United clear to the halfway line for Virgil van Dijk. I was hoping we'd be playing for a winner at this point now. After that Gakpo goal, we're trying to get another claw back a point. Then Dominic Szoboszlai. His touch is poor, really. Gets away with it though as he runs past Wirtz. It breaks the United clearance.
Yeah.
Throw in for Liverpool that aren't. Anna Slock gives it to Frimpong to get on with it. Here's Dominic Szoboszlai again. He's got Frimpong to his right. Uses him. Frimpong tackled by Dorgu and United clear. Oh, it should be a Liverpool throw in again, and is. As Dorgu ends up on the bench after oversiding. Here is Frimpong's cross. Knocked behind. It's going to be a Liverpool corner. Dalot concedes the corner.
2 good deliveries into the box there by Frimpong now as well.
Yeah. Come on then, boys. Can we do something here? Corner kick. In it comes. Goalkeeper does well to punch clear. Cunha trying to... Don't foul him there, Jeremy. Cunha does well to get out. Yeah, he's done well to just get out of the space. Back to Euro. He's just
how many minutes? 5? 8?
8 added minutes though. There's plenty of time for Liverpool. Gakpo. Cuts inside. Gakpo dinks it back post. Van Dijk can't quite get there. It was a good header by Euro. United now with a chance with Sesko to just kick it up the pitch. Jones does really
well there, Curtis. Come on, lad. Come on! Fucking tear with the ball and run towards the goal.
Let's go. Szoboszlai. Gakpo. Jones.
Good feet. Get the ball into the box.
They've got a lot of big fellas in there.
I know, but at some point it's got to go. It's got to go.
Here it goes now. Ball in. Man United 2 headers. Cunha clears. Corner. Ugh. Right then. 91st minute. Another Liverpool corner. Plenty of time to go for this game. 7 of 8 added minutes remaining.
Let's go.
Corner comes in. United don't clear twice. 3rd time they do.
Fluff the line, but nobody's there to apply the pressure. Don't keep on.
Right move
his clot out the way.
Szoboszlai, right hand side. Dinks it in. Too close to Maguire. Heads it behind corner.
These are still panicking.
I don't know why we're doing big crosses towards Harry Maguire just yet, to be honest with you. I like Liverpool should try and play football.
Right, let's get the goal and let's just fucking wrap this shit up.
Right then, corner again for Liverpool. Gakpo delivers. Bit of a scramble. It's going to go back to Cody Gakpo.
His body's in the box.
Plays it out wide, so it's going to be delivered in by Wirtz. Head to clear by United. Chiesa wins it. Does well, actually. Good ball into the box. Kirkes dinks it towards the back post. Too close to the goalie. Poor cross. Slice the cross here, and the goalie will take his time.
Oh, I want to cry. I don't like these players right now. I don't like them.
It's hard, isn't it? United just kick it long all the way to the Frimpong, nods it back to his goalie. We've played just near enough 3 of those, added 8, so Liverpool just need to forget about winning the game now. I need to freaking draw it in. It isn't the ideal, of course, but just try and grab a point. Stop a bit of a rot. It's hard to do that when United have got the ball. Don't foul him, Freddy. Nice.
Well done, that was
really well. Yeah.
Brilliant tackle though by Freddie Chiesa.
Jones starts to play it through. Gakpo can't get there. Too much on it from Curtis. Goal kick to United.
He's been the one that's looked the most likely at times, Cody Gakpo today. He's been very unlucky certain points throughout the game.
Yeah, I can't think about the edit. I can't stop thinking about the edit.
Yeah, that'll be the one that lives longest in the memory, but these men haven't won 2 games back to back on the spin for God knows how long, and they rock up to Anfield and do this.
Right then, Liverpool have got 4 minutes now to find a goal. They've been rubbish second half, man.
That's what I'm saying. Proper
stupid Harry Maguire goal.
Proper.
Just adding nothing. Liverpool then with Van Dijk, Szoboszlai. Frimpong, keep that in. He's fast, yeah.
Well done.
Beats Dorgu, yeah. Getting fouled.
Fouled, ref.
No. Goal kick given, no foul given. I think he was trying to buy one, to be fair.
Yo, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. Lordy. I'm not letting these men reduce me to tears like this. Not at my big age, no. No.
It's just horrible.
No. Not letting you ruin it.
Liverpool look miles away from champions again at this point now.
We don't look like no champions, bro.
Not right now.
This is not a team. This is not a team full of champions.
It's just, I mean, the inquest will happen, of course. We'll go through it all. But for now, can they just rescue a point at least? Milos Kerkez strides forward, trying to do just that. Delivers a ball blocked well by Mainu. Jones, back to Kerkez, back to Jones. He's got Szoboszlai inside of him. Liverpool need to. They've got plenty of men forward. Dallo with a great challenge though, and it's a throw in that Chiesa will take quickly. Right, then cross comes in, easily cleared by United. Gonna get another chance at another throw in. 2 minutes roughly to go for Liverpool to get an equaliser. Here's Federico Chiesa. Crosses. Flicked away by United. Frimpong to recover. Beats his man. Finds Ekitike. He crosses again. United head it up rather than out. Chiesa collects it. Chiesa back in. It's easily cleared by United again. Van Dijk keeps it alive, does he? He's going to go for a throw in unless Wirtz keeps it in. Does well. Chiesa does really well. Wirtz to the byline. Wirtz twisting and turning, looking for a pass. Crossed by Kerkez is blocked. And Buemo clears. It just isn't happening for Liverpool. Just isn't happening at this moment.
Really struggling to break this United team down.
Yeah, the defending manfully in Man United. Chiesa again. Wirtz. Cross to Gakpo. Steps over it. Oh, no one was alive. And it's a foul by Ekitike, and that might just be that. Why did they all just... I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with us anymore. I don't know. I'm not the one. This one's gonna hurt. This one really, really hurts. I mean, how long is he taking over this free kick, United? Right then, Canate kicks it long. Van Dijk, who's stood up front, wins his head there, but Man United are battling in the middle with Cunha. Jones is fouled. Maybe one last opportunity for Liverpool to play it long. Jones is really hurt here, by the way, off that foul. Right then, Szoboszlai. It's the fucking first man. Flicked on again. Mainu just kicked it. Liverpool offside. And the full-time whistle goes. Liverpool have lost. It's 4 defeats in all competitions on the spin. It's 3 defeats on the spin in the Premier League. First Man United win at Old Trafford for like a decade. And Liverpool's... We thought the post international break might make things different. It doesn't. It's another defeat. You're asking questions now about Liverpool's ability to retain this Premier League title. They look miles off that at this stage. A lot is going to have to change for them to be able to do that now. With teams around them continuing to have success. Liverpool, as it stands, sits in 4th place in the Premier League table on 15 points, 4 points off leaders Arsenal. Yeah, it's a tough one to swallow, that one for Liverpool. Just didn't quite do enough in that second half and haven't got themselves back into the game, so I can see the really sloppy second goal. It is really, really demoralising. And sorry, mate, for your birthday, that wasn't how you wanted your birthday to go. We've got some super chats to get to. before we go. But tonight says the season's over. We're not winning anything with this team. At this point, mate, it's hard to see Liverpool retain the title. You're not wrong. Lewis says, let's be honest, we can't control games. Defensively, we're a mess. No fluidity in attack. We create chances through moments. It's been a complete mess this season, and it's a big worry. 4 defeats in a row, 6 hours of our lives, we're never getting back to seeing this devoid. A team devoid of passion, chemistry, and ideas. I disagree with that Bumdog about the passion. I disagree with that. Liverpool aren't lacking passion, but you are right. It isn't great in terms of how we're trying to play so far. Only player decent or above was Kanate. Everybody else is absolutely messing. No fight in this team or no solidarity. And we've spent 400 million to be a save. You're right on Kanate. Shall we name him as Irish man of the match for Liverpool?
Yeah, make it nice and easy. Make it nice and easy.
We'll agree with Mr. or Mrs. Butternight, and we will say, yeah, Kanate was the best of Liverpool's bad bunch, really, and he will be our man of the match. Scott Hawks with the super chat. We're carrying too many players. Mo is nowhere near it. Curtis has been a better option than McAllister since the start of the season. Isak will be great, but we need Ekatike now. We are too much relying on players coming good in a month. So yeah, trying to play players into form, I suppose, is the point there, and it's tough to take. It really is. It's a really, really difficult one. Is the best way we can describe that evening. It's been a really, 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 really disappointing couple of weeks for Liverpool. Luckily, me and El got to talk more about it. We will be over on Red Men Plus very, very shortly with the player rankings show. We will try and dissect as much of that as we can. But yeah, that was a pretty tough one. But thanks everyone for joining us anyway for the game. There'll be more to come, of course, in the next few days. In terms of dissecting that one. There's a final word, Joe. There's a podcast on Monday, and Liverpool have got to get back on the wagon and do it all again on Wednesday and try and just get back to winning ways, because right now, yeah, this has been a really, 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 really tough one to take. But from me, Errol and the gang, thanks very much. See you.